Hell yeah.
Not unless I got something deep and emotional to talk about.
Well, we're going to get into something deep and emotional. On tonight's episode,
No, we're not.
Batman 2 could be canceled. Ryan Gosling in a Star Wars movie, and the internet's reaction to the new Silver Surfer. We're going to nerd-splain it all, so stick around because your fandom awaits.
Fantasies of God, fantasies.
Welcome back. It is Wednesday. It is New Comic Book Day. This is the Deeper Issues Nerdcast, the place where we think all the deep thoughts about all the shallow things until we have shaken hands with the Grim Reaper. You guys like how I kind of sneakily started the show?
Yeah. Oh, loved it.
Oh, you know, when I'm in the middle of like being dramatic
I just
behind
got
the
the tail end
scenes.
of it. I just got the tail end of it. I've learned that from Nathan Haskell, by the way. He does that sneaky opening.
Sneaky start.
Or he used to do it and then I took over the producing of the show, but I always did like that tactic. If this is your first time joining us, we're going to take the weekly, let me try that again. We're going to take the weekly geeky zeitgeist and make it accessible and digestible. We'll deep dive into the latest movies, TVs, gaming, comics, or whatever weird thing the internet's fighting about now. No nerdy background necessary to hang out. Whether you're a total newbie or a level 99 pop culture wizard, myself and panel of nerd-splaters have a PhD in pop culture in order to be your geeky guide to discovering what kind of nerd you really are. So welcome to the gateway to all things nerdy, no gatekeeping allowed. Welcome to the Deeper Issues Nerdcast.
Cut it out, guys.
Yeah, cut that out. If anybody can hear those applause. This week, my panel of nerd-splaters, grandmasters of geekery, unconventional conventionalists, panel of Pokemaniacs, Zeitgeist Zealots. To my left today, look at that. Oh, I got to figure out how I do this. The one, our fact checker, our legal counselor around here, the voice of reason on the Deeper Issues Nerdcast, one Mr. Tommy Jet. Across from me today, you know, across from me today, the one good Diddy on this planet, Diddy, no Diddy, good Diddy, overworked, underpaid, Olivia Liv. Julian King.
Thank you, guys.
Her anxiety is through the roof, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just gonna put it all out there on Front Street. Olivia is fucking having a hard time.
Oh my gosh.
So everybody make her feel better.
Love that.
I am your host, Pablo Romero Estevez here, the I guess Grandmaster of Geekery, the Duke of Dorkiness. Whatever
the Grandmaster, the Duke of
Yikes.
The high, I don't know. I'm not doing any favors for myself.
No.
I'm Hispanic, folks. My name is Pablo Romero. I can make jokes like that. And I can also make jokes about the British because they're the colonizers. So
we talked about that earlier. It's a pass.
You're British.
We're coming for you.
Fair game. Yeah. So this is a show all about learning. Before we get into the I can't talk today. Before we get into the show, we are going to talk a little bit about what did we learn this week. Diddy, let's start with you.
Oh,
from across the room. Oh, if you're wondering, by the way, why we're in this new layout, we fired Ty. No, no.
Could you imagine if we actually did?
No, Ty, sorry, we're telling you right now on the show. No, absolutely not. Ty is at a Poppy concert. If you don't know who Poppy is, that is a great Google search in your near future. I recommend watching 2016, 2017. Yeah. Poppy was the queen of YouTube. All hail the queen. She was the queen of the internet, and she created some of the most interesting videos you will ever. You don't know who Poppy is?
I have no idea who Poppy is.
She's the queen
we'll get
of the
into
internet,
it,
dude.
We'll show
She's
you.
the queen of the.
She's the queen of the internet. I will.
Then how do I not know her?
Because I don't know. She just, but she's not that anymore. She's like now the singer of like a metal band.
Yeah,
which is cool.
I mean, that's a change.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like human robot. Was for the longest time like this really interesting. She was like human AI before AI was a thing. Is that crazy to think? If you looked at her today, you would be like, this human is AI generated. And the way they talk seems like
Oh,
AI.
today she still has that character on.
I don't know if she does as much because she's got that metal band.
Yeah, now she's like in a metal band.
But at the
But
time,
she used to do like
Mm.
bits, like little
I
videos.
have to look this up.
yeah,
yeah.
look up.
They're
I'm
they're
Poppy.
fun.
Is it Poppy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Poppy. I'm Poppy.
I'm
Look
Poppy.
up Poppy. Look up Poppy.
Hi, I'm Poppy.
Queen Crown.
Oh, there's a 21-minute video of who she is.
Well, she's gonna tell you. It's probably just all Poppy saying, "Okay, yeah, click it. Click the 21-minute video."
No.
Yeah, because it's just gonna be her saying, "I'm Poppy.
Hi, I'm Poppy.
I'm Poppy."
Hi, I'm Poppy.
It's literally just
Hold up. You legit started saying that. And I was like, why is that literally just what she said? As he was saying.
Yeah.
That's
Well, she says other stuff, but she always started her videos like that. But also that video might be like
no, yeah, there's
conspiracy theories and all sorts of stuff.
no. So back in the day in like 2016, she was kind of part of a really interesting internet. Okay,
Immediately
Let's
just
see, hold on, let's
focus
see
on
it.
that.
this is what I got.
I'm Poppy. I'm Poppy. I'm Poppy. I'm Poppy. I'm Poppy. I'm Poppy. I am Poppy. I'm Poppy. I'm Poppy. I'm Poppy.
I don't like this.
I'm Poppy.
Yes.
You have
So-
to, yeah, it's
I don't like
uncomfortable.
It's something unnerving about the way she's recorded. There's a slight delay, the way that the microphone sounds. It's very weird. I'm getting an echo from your computer. Is that what that's coming from? I'm like, oh my gosh. But she is would create a bunch of really weird and interesting content with one Mr. Titanic Sinclair who did some similar stuff.
Yeah, but there is controversy. It's everything's not without controversy.
Of her,
Well, Titanic Sinclair actually had this sort of whole thing with somebody else
with another
before.
girl first,
And
yeah.
it was like their concept, and then he like stole it from her, and then he did it with Poppy, and then but Poppy is, has cut ties
She's
with
the
him, I think.
Yeah, with Titanic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was interesting too, though. I think he did do it with another girl, but I think it was still his. Like he produced her.
I went down that rabbit hole.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. They were, I think, both times. I could be wrong, but I think there were a couple
Mm-hmm.
of one. I don't know. But interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But Poppy now doesn't do stuff. But the best things, in my opinion, if I'm going to recommend a Poppy video to you, it's going to be children react to Poppy,
Yeah.
and then Poppy reacts to children react, and then children react to Poppy reacting to children's react,
Yeah.
and then children reacting to Poppy reacting to children react.
It goes
This
on.
is
And
some
on.
Inception bullshit.
It
It
is. And it's really good. And then Poppy like appears in one of the videos, and they get face to face with Poppy, the reacting children,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
it's
It's just
good,
it's
dude.
just
And
like
this was huge.
I
I don't know,
wasn't no,
huge. No.
Oh, okay.
no, it wasn't huge.
Me and Pablo were super into it because we're little nerdy freaks.
It's weird. It's weird
Because it was weird.
yeah, it's just weird stuff to watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's like better aesthetic version of like salad fingers.
Sure.
Shout out to those salad fingers.
Love salad
Peop-
fingers.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love salad fingers.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I was just
I know you're about to do an impression, Tommy Jeff.
I can't.
Yeah, you can.
Give it to-
Yes,
give
you
it to
can.
us. Go for it. Give us a salad finger impression.
So,
Come
we were
on,
going
let
on
me
with.
focus. Focus here.
Do we have a spoon?
Right?
like.
I need a spoon.
I don't have. Why would I just have a spoon lying around? That's the real question.
that I would actually be very suspicious if you did, especially rusty ones
Yeah.
or rusty nails.
Yeah.
Rusty spoons.
I can't do it.
I like rusty spoons.
I like rusty spoons.
Yeah, there you go. Get it. Get it. You just have to warm up a little bit.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, I'm not warm. My voice is not
No, it's
warm.
It,
Yeah.
it caught there a
You
little
got to
bit.
get into a flow to be salad fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like rusty spoons.
You have to like take on his character a little bit, and that's frightening.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta have like the deadness in the eyes,
Mhm.
and like you gotta like feel like the lethargicness.
Yeah. Speaking of
Like-
YouTube, there's like a lot of good
That
salad
was
finger
E-Bomb's
holes.
world. That was E-Bomb's world.
Yeah. You got to go down that rabbit hole
Oh,
sometime.
and then like if you want it, and like Trogdor and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, like, I just watched.
Those are the salad days of the internet.
I
if
just-
anybody wants to know how old I am,
Yeah, age ourselves.
I did just rewatch Ice Cream Mountain, Charlie. Come
Oh, the
with us.
Charlie.
Shun the non-believer. Shun. Come
Charlie.
Magic
Magic
Mountain.
Mountain, Charlie. Yeah, I just rewatched that.
I
Mm.
miss those days of the internet
Me
where you
too.
would just have the stupidest but like greatest
Yeah.
clips for
Like
no
the
reason.
lizard, who was it? Deacon, the comedian. He's like
Mhm.
sitting on chairs, drinking out of cups. Fuck you.
Now we only get like
I
an
don't know.
orange guy that delivers only bad news.
Gosh.
That's
Always.
what the
Make me
internet is now.
depressed right now.
And then some sweet guy liner. Anyways, Diddy, what did you? Let's. Damn it, we only have one left.
One
What
Did
to
you,
get
you
two?
know,
we get three.
we get 3.
Oh,
Yeah, so you got two. I wasted them early.
Katie
Okay.
did put that there's no applause when we use them, and it's just us yelling and then silence.
Yeah,
that's
I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on there. All the other buttons work the same. I need to figure out. We need to rework.
The
That-
people in the audience need to be louder with their applause.
Yeah, the microphones. The guy, one of our producers that mics up the audience, or the assistant associate, assistants.
Yeah,
Okay.
They're fired.
They're fired.
we're
working
just
on it.
firing everyone apparently.
Yeah.
This
No,
is the week
Ty's
where we
not
fire
fired. No,
everyone.
Ty's not fired. But that's why I'm
Everyone's
in his
happy.
spot. That's why I'm in Ty's spot, because it's easier for me. I'm producing. I'm sitting next to Tommy Jeff here. So see
Yeah.
this, if you see a hand,
I don't like this. Stay out of my
Whose hand
frame.
is that?
That's
Ooh,
fine.
Stay out of my frame.
wow.
We're Brady bunching this. Stay out of my frame.
yeah, we are ready to bunch of this. What did you learn this week, Diddy?
Well, I learned that we have been doing this for a year, Pablo.
Oh, is that today?
Yeah,
Hot
or
dog.
ish. It's tomorrow.
Wow.
It's technically the 24th.
Wow.
1 year ago,
Wow.
we started this podcast. We read a book from Tony Fleece and Trish Forstner called Feral. Dang it, I had to think about that for a second. We
It
read
has been
issue
a
1 of
year.
Feral. It was shortly kind of after WonderCon of last year, and I had run out of work. Diddy was all of a sudden in the game of work. I was like, oh, my fellow unemployed.
Non-employed. We were about to start this damn thing.
I was like, Diddy, now's the time.
and I
you're
got a
like,
job 2 days before I got a job.
So you're celebrating your 1 year work.
Yesterday was the 1 year anniversary of my job opening. So I had already been there for like a week or two before we opened, because we had to open. But yeah, it was like a week or two, and then we started doing this. So it's been a year
You are like
for both things, and a year since I broke my butt.
Yeah. How's your butt these days?
Yeah,
It's
how is your
bad.
butt?
It's still broken.
Oh yeah,
That's the
takes a
longest
re-
running storyline on this show.
literally we talked about
It
it on the first episode.
It was. I think
because
it was
I had broken it like 5 days before.
I should have.
I do remember that.
As
Yeah.
a better producer, I would have probably put together a whole clip of
Every
this
single
past
broken butt?
year. Oh yeah, maybe every single.
Every time we mention it,
It's all about your broken butt around here.
we
Diddy.
mostly talk about the first episode because we didn't really have a full we didn't know what we were doing all the way.
Yeah.
We talked about it for like 15 minutes. I remember Aunt Wendy was like, "Why are you talking about your butt so much?" And I was like, "Sorry,
That's all I got.
it's the most interesting about me right now.
Yeah, because my button is broken.
It's broken."
Not many people break their butt.
Mhm.
That's true. That did so, but in case you guys are wondering, Diddy's butt is still.
So broken. It
Still
takes a long
broken.
time to heal a tailbone.
It's not possible. I thought, right?
Well, no, but it slowly heals itself or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, maybe if you stopped using it.
So try-
I don't know how that would work, but like if you just stopped using
yeah, stop
your,
using it for a little bit.
yeah.
Give it a break.
Yeah, don't use your butt.
I'll work on that.
Always lay on your stomach.
I'll tell you
Don't
what.
walk.
Yeah, don't.
Like
That's
I
the
mean,
dream.
We're gonna
I
get
want
to
to be
the,
one of those people in Wally that's just fucking
Yes.
cruising
That's
around.
immediately where my mind went.
All right. That's all I
Apologize to anybody who may be watching the show that you guys say I'm going to get us canceled. Meanwhile, please,
What
We're just talking about butts. You
um,
know.
yeah.
Mike Herman's butt is broken too. Look, did he? Wow,
My butt is broken. LOL. Yeah.
it's
Is
not
it?
fun.
It's not fun. It hurts.
It's fun for the sake of the show. I tell you, it makes for good content.
So I'm having deja vu of that first episode where we just talk about it for way too long.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
the last year didn't actually happen. So this is actually episode 1.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't know if I would. I mean, you know what? I will at some point go and just cut out maybe the discussion, or maybe
parts?
we'll revisit that book.
Maybe we'll revisit the book.
Yeah, it's a great book, by the way. 2 books by Tony Fleece and Trish Forstner. One's called Stray Dogs. The other is called Feral. And they're both like a beautiful Disney cartoon. They're like drawn like Disney animation style, but they're basically like Memento and freaking 28 Days Later.
Yeah.
They're told through the perspective of a group of dogs, and then Feral's told through a perspective of a group of cats.
Yeah.
And they're fantastic.
They're so good. And honestly, the first episode we did, I didn't understand what we were doing either. And I just thought that we were going to just do a whole podcast about that. Like, I thought I was like, oh, we're going to do it. You're like, this is the book we're doing. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, we're just doing this book. And I didn't get it.
We're only
then
talking
we
this
went
a
live
Feral
and, like-
podcast.
No, yeah, I thought that it was like, oh, our podcast is just going to be reading the one comic and like we'll keep going. Like each episode will be talking about that comic.
Well, you know I love cats.
No, yeah, me too. I like also that.
No, I mean the
Benny-
cat's the animal, but also
the musical?
cat. So anything with anthropomorphic cats, I'm usually
Okay, we need you to
Good
get
Lord.
get more interested. Like, we need you to get better
Something else.
interests. Cats is
Cats is fantastic.
no.
You will never
Have you watched?
him out
Have
of
you
it.
watched Cats?
I don't need to watch it again.
No, you watched
Again,
You watched
so you've
it
seen it.
before. Okay. Well, you do need to watch it.
I
again.
never say. I watched the first 15 minutes and I felt like I was on acid.
Yeah, you. Need,
I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
if you take acid while watching Cats, like
I'm worried about my state of my sanity if I would do
Southern
something.
California watches some AEW. I'm so behind on AEW. Is
Oh,
that really all you learned though? You're just like, well, yeah, I guess 1 year ago. This is our 1 year anniversary.
You know, I didn't learn a lot this week.
you learned some stuff.
I
you
I didn't learn anything.
you learned some lessons.
I like anyway, I like doing this podcast. And I hope to continue another whole year
There we go.
with you, fine fellow.
I love this.
And Ty,
we
what's
missed it.
funny is Ty missed that first episode
He did, so it's kind of funny.
that he missed the 1 year anniversary.
And we thought you weren't going to be here tonight. TJ,
Yeah.
So we were like, man, just me and you again, Pablo. Okay, first episode. That seems kind of perfect.
But
But then you
this-
did show up, so
Yeah, I showed
I'm
up.
happy you're
I
here,
did
yeah.
get here. Yeah.
I'm happy.
It was kind of crazy because I was never a part of the first episode last year.
No.
I don't think I was here for the first couple of months.
No, we had
Yeah.
David producing the show, and I tried to reach out to David. I'm like, David.
He's in Japan right now.
Oh,
Did he go for the Star Wars stuff?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Thank
There's a huge
goodness.
Star Wars convention going on in Tokyo.
Oh,
Hey,
you know,
wow.
he probably is because
Yeah.
he posted something on Instagram about being in Japan, and it had like a little Star Wars thing in it. And I was like,
Yeah, it was over this past weekend.
that's what he's up to.
I'm
Mhm.
glad. I was gonna get him. I texted him and I was like, David, come and run the decks for good old time's sake. But I knew he wasn't gonna, but I was just being funny. And then when he responded, I was gonna tell him to send me a video, but he no-sold my text. And I was like, this dude just ghosted my text. But thank you for telling me he's in Japan, because I was gonna be like, that son of a bitch, David.
Oh man, he's in
Did-
Japan.
We love you, David. Thank you for helping us get started. He moved on.
Everyone along the way.
We went along the way.
Yeah,
But now,
we never
now
forget.
we have a formula. We have a Tommy Jeff.
We have a Tommy Jeff.
We have a thing going now.
Yeah, we got a hold.
You're the
Bingo.
only one who gets a Tommy Jeff.
I know
Yeah.
we are the.
Yeah.
All right, what'd y'all learn?
Tommy Jeff, what'd you learn?
Okay. Like, so I'm huge about self-discovery, right? Mental health, all that. That's kind of great stuff. I've had a very interesting last couple of months.
Mm.
So with that, it's one of those things that, like, you have people in your life that, like, you're just like, yeah, they'd be there for you if you need them, like in a pinch or something like that.
Yeah.
But this, like, last week was one of those things where I didn't realize how much or how many people would actually be there. And like, it was kind of like that relief, that like mental relief that I needed in the moment. to know that like there's so many people, and like I have so many amazing people in my life. I've got the best privilege, like I've had the best privilege in my life to be able to surround myself with people that I rely on, people that I can joke around with, people that I can call up and just shoot the shit with, or people when I need somebody to vent to. Like, and I absolutely am incredibly fortunate to have all of these amazing people in my life. But it's one of those things that like over the last like 2 weeks specifically, when it dawned on me how much you can actually rely on the people in your life. And this is coming from someone who jokes about like being single for the rest of his life, never wanting to get married, or like always just like, for those of you that don't know me, I am an incredibly hyper independent person.
Yeah.
I do so much by myself, and it doesn't bother me. I'll go to restaurants alone. I'll watch movies by myself. I actually go to theaters. Like there's so much I'll do by myself, and I like it. I like quietness. I like silence. I like just being in my like own presence. And for me to be around people, sometimes it breaks it. But it's so great to like realize how refreshing it is to have those people in your life that are willing to go above and beyond for you in those moments, right? And it's like sometimes it's honestly people that you don't realize that you have in your life. And it's like, holy cow, like I reached out to you on a whim because I was like maybe embarrassed to reach out to someone that I talk to on a daily basis.
Mhm.
And like you're willing to uproot your day to just be there for me. And like I don't know, it was just in some of these moments over the last like 2 weeks, it was just like such a refreshing thing, and it just brought that comfort that I was severely lacking.
You're not alone.
No, yeah, you're not alone.
Mhm.
And it's incredible. And I hope everyone understands that it's always okay to ask for help from those around you.
1,000%. Yeah.
Yeah, because people are not going to be your friend if they wouldn't do stuff for you. Now, there are some things within reason. Like I would imagine like some things some people would say no to. But like in those genuine moments of need, those people around you will see it, they'll sense it, and they will do a lot for you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's awesome.
The people who matter don't mind, and the people who mind don't matter.
Yeah.
It's a Dr. Seuss quote, right?
And it's incredibly accurate.
Yeah.
And it's very accurate. The people who, absolutely matter don't mind at all. So, Jess, we don't mind. I don't know if I should say that you weren't feeling the best last week, and I'm all about just bring whatever energy you have, brother. We'll make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
but also still for sure self-care. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
Don't ever feel like you're like, oh, I'm not gonna bring. You're always, if you want to come in here and vent, if you want to come in here and be angry, same thing for you, Diddy. Obviously for everybody, right? Like you want to come here and be, I don't know, bitch about something for an hour and a half. I mean, I fucking went on a rant about fucking.
Yeah, I mean, you guys
Tom Hardy's Venom, but I'm saying that should always be like a given, absolutely. Like
yeah, and you guys get some of that like off camera and all that too. But like it's just like one of those things. Like sometimes you just can't like kick that mood, or like even just like talking about it like isn't going to change that mood. And like last week, just so everyone's aware, like I didn't come because I couldn't be in the mental place to like legitimately think that I would be productive to be here.
Yeah, I get
so
that.
it was just best to not show up and bring that.
Yeah.
But those in my life and all of that, like just being able to reach out and just like have those conversations and shoot the shit, and like honestly it was just exactly what I needed last week.
Good.
That's good. That is good. It's good to know that you have a support system and stuff as well. And you're right. I feel like we don't realize it. Obviously, like I'm a little bit more introverted, but at the end of the day, I think Diddy's you're kind of introverted in a way as well, right? But
I think we all are.
But we're all still social animals, right?
Yeah, we're social. Yeah,
like inevitably,
like maybe
you're
like an ambivert or something. Well, we were in like social jobs and stuff where like you're introverted, but you have to. Yeah, you have to be social.
You've been trained to be able to talk to people,
and it's like it's an act a lot of the times.
Yeah.
So it is nice when you can like reach out and be like, oh, I'm not acting. It's just I actually need like this connection right now?
Like I texted somebody and I was like, yo, I need to like just take I just need to take off my facade.
Mhm.
Like, let me just be raw with you.
Yeah.
And then I was able to pick up an amazing human that lives in Europe from the airport on Friday. And like that honestly lifted my spirits
Yeah, I
beyond
bet.
belief too. Cause I don't get to see them often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was just that was like the highlight of like the whole last week too.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I'm glad, Tommy Jeff. We're always here to support you, brother.
Love you, bro.
Love you.
Love you, Diddy.
Now that all the mushy shit's out the way.
That's what I learned, bitch.
No, that's good. That's good. It is, and I think more people should take into that. I think Katie's even saying she's like, I mean, like I've had that mentality before, like, and it's very natural. I think with introverted personalities, I have with people where I'm just like, what are your motives for wanting to, and I had to kind of, I guess, learn myself or like untrain myself to be like, some people just like you just because they like you, right? Like, just, and I always had like a mindset of like, oh, I don't know if this person like is really, I don't know, like because you're just, I guess, in your own head about why do people want to associate with me all the time? And especially in those
Do I
moments,
even have friends?
it's in those moments. Do I even have friends? You have a Bruno in your head, right? And especially in those moments when you are feeling down, but you'd be surprised. I think, I don't think anybody should hesitate to reach out. I don't think there's any shame in reaching out to anybody.
Yeah.
For anything.
That was a nice Luca nod.
You got a Bruno in your head?
Silencio.
Yeah.
Bruno.
Don't listen to stupid Bruno.
Yeah.
True. So true.
That's why my therapist would tell me that. He'd be
Yeah.
like, you got a Bruno in your head. Yeah. Great fucking movie though. But I mean, like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Silencio Bruno.
Yeah. All the time.
Great movie. Didn't it get like a theatrical release eventually, right? They never did
I
that?
don't think so.
Never.
Criminal.
It is.
What did I learn this week?
Yeah.
What did you learn, Pablo?
you
Wait.
learn?
Hold on. We need to ask you
You were-
properly. Hey, Pablo, what did you learn this week?
Yeah.
I learned that Vegas has gotten ridiculously overrated and overpriced with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I went to WrestleMania this past weekend.
Yeah.
Well,
So in and itself, that will be overpriced. Everything you're gonna do in that area will be overpriced because WrestleMania is there.
Especially what they delivered on night 2, thinking that anybody would. I'm like, I'm so glad that freaking
You went to night 1.
we were fiscally responsible during that trip. But
4-minute warning if you want to pre-order a Nintendo Switch 2.
oh my gosh, we do have to. There's for real at 8:30.
Yeah.
Is that when it goes live?
According to my brother right now, yes. My entire family seems to be pre-ordering this. I'm so sorry to cut you off.
No,
Yeah.
there are.
Who cares what you learned? We gotta
I'm so sorry.
GameStop has been
What,
posting
9?
numbers and stuff on the door of what their pre-orders are and how many spots they have available.
Yeah.
So
I thought you're not pre-ordering it.
I'm not pre-ordering it,
Oh.
but I'm okay. So I don't get FOMO. Okay, no,
I get
hold
caught up in the
We'll come back to
excitement.
it.
I
Hold
want to
on.
pre-order it.
We need to go back to.
Are we not going
what
to miss
you
out on
learned.
pre-ordering this?
Are you pre-ordering? I just wanted.
Guys,
whoever's
get on your
listening-
phones right
Maybe should
now.
we live pre-order it right now?
No, because I don't have the ability to blur out my credit card information.
I want. I mean, I can just use the Apple Pay on my computer, but I want to order the bundle with Mario Kart, whatever it's called, World Universe.
Oh, the Mario Kart World bundle
I want the
for the
bundle.
$499.
$499.
When you pre-order yours, can you pre-order mine? Thank you.
Oh, throw me in there too.
Yeah,
you know,
I'll
like
just
just
pre-order it.
casually ordering 3 of them.
It's gonna be the hot holiday gift this year,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, 100%.
People are gonna go crazy over that thing.
Yeah, this is I think the first Nintendo system that I'm an adult that I'm not pre-ordering.
I learned that the Switch is available for pre-order today.
But yeah, my family chat is going haywire right now because my brother's like 4-minute warning, and I'm like, oh no, they're all pre-ordering it, and I'm the only one who's not, and I have serious FOMO about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And like, I don't get FOMO from things, but it's
Yeah.
because my whole family's doing this. I'm like, damn, I want to be like with
In
my
on
family
it,
on
yeah.
this, like, because they're
Why aren't
immediately.
you?
How do you pre-order it? What do you?
Oh, you go to like Walmart or Best Buy or Nintendo if you can validate that you've played 50 hours of game time.
Oh, I do. I go to Nintendo.com.
Yeah, you got to log in with your Nintendo ID, and your Nintendo ID has to have 50 hours of playtime prior to April 2nd.
Definitely got that, partner. My 5-year-old plays that Switch freaking like definitely. All right. He's
not to totally like steal the show from what you learned this week. I'm so sorry, man.
no, you're
Just
good.
WrestleMania expensive.
Vegas is expensive.
Vegas
Okay,
is expensive.
Yeah.
there's only one reason to go to Vegas. Okay, there's two depending on who
WrestleMania.
you are. But the reason you go to Vegas is so you can go see this beautiful show
Wayne Newton.
called Wayne Newton.
Wayne Newton, Mr. Doncachet himself.
Literally.
There in Las Vegas doing a residency.
You go see Absinthe.
Oh,
And if
okay.
you go to Vegas and don't see Absinthe, which I'm sure you did not, you've done Vegas wrong.
No, I went to Vegas to go
Never seen
see
Absinthe.
Cody Rhodes and friggin' CM Punk and CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm also simultaneously switching and simultaneously trying to pre-order the Switch. Oh my gosh. The irony of that.
So in the beauty of Vegas, what Absinthe kind of is just imagine an incredibly vulgar circus show.
Okay.
It's fantastic. I don't know why you gave me that look. I don't know what I did. I tuned
No,
out.
I was looking at.
Of me switching and
Like-
pre-ordering the Switch?
No.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to toss mine in there,
How do I do
I'll send
it?
you money.
I don't even know how.
You got to sign in with your Apple account or not.
I'm
holy
signed
fuck.
in. I'm signed in with my Switch account.
Yeah, with your Nintendo ID.
The Nintendo ID. But
Damn. You
It-
can tell what's on my mind most days based off that one flip up right there.
Mario Kart World
Mario Kart,
2
Mario Kart,
bundle.
Mario Kart.
Oh, but I can order it in 1 minute.
Yeah.
Anyways, look, I learned WrestleMania was a little underwhelming. I learned that The Rock is really pissing me the fuck off because he's ruining wrestling storylines, which we will get into
Like
on Saturday morning.
Dwayne The Rock.
Dwayne The Rock
Johnson.
Johnson. Yeah, he took some L's in Hollywood and he tried to come back to where he thought everybody would love him, but then he's kind of egotistically interjecting himself into storylines that he's not like paying off and kind of killing certain things that could be done a little bit differently and then going on the Pat McAfee show and fucking exposing all of it, including like, I don't know, taking credit for the good, discrediting the bad. I don't know. It's too much. And I learned that, I guess I was fiscally responsible. Vegas, I have more fun with my wife whenever I go to Vegas. She's kind of like the funnest Vegas person to go to Vegas with. But I did win some money.
Hey,
And
that's
I
always a
lost.
plus.
And then I lost all the money that
But
I
you
won.
broke even, drank for free.
But I drank for free.
That's what's
Hey,
up.
you know what?
Oh.
Then you did Vegas right.
Yeah.
If you walk away and you're not like in debt or
Yeah,
like
I'm
you're
not.
not upset about how much you've lost,
Mhm.
like you did it right.
We stayed at the Flamingo.
Oh,
Yes,
Oh.
So you guys did it really right or really wrong.
we
Yeah.
stayed, but let me tell you,
how was it?
I
I
was a-
hate walking that casino floor.
I was about it. They have the best blackjack on the strip. They have the best. I've learned the Flamingo has the best blackjack on the strip.
Do the rooms smell like cigarettes?
Absolutely,
Oh,
yes.
It's
Yeah.
Vegas.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the
It smells exactly like that casino floor.
But-
Yeah.
but I will tell you, like, I did kind of enjoy. We stayed on the top floor. We had a beautiful view. Like, honestly, that was the best part of it. It probably has one of the best views of the strip. I was looking right at the Venetian and Treasure Island and the pool.
Oh, so you had the okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was a beautiful view. We were on the 28th floor staring onto the strip, and it was like so, it felt like so old Hollywood. I would even told Nathan, I'm like, man, I wish I'd brought like my 70s jacket, my
Yeah.
glasses, and just been old Vegas guy with like my big pinky ring. And I just fucking talked to everybody like this.
Okay.
But, hey. Oh, you can order it?
You should,
Let's see, learn more.
right?
Best Buy, GameStop. Let's try from GameStop.
This
Uh,
cat.
Yeah, the
but-
cat loves you.
I know,
yeah.
but he just like got in such a weird position, so I had to fix him.
Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? I loved the Flamingo. Believe me, it felt very Vegas-y. It's about
Yeah.
as Vegas as it gets.
Yeah.
We still went to all the things, and we went to WrestleMania, and went to the WWE World, and I tried the burger that Ty told me, not the Guy Fieri, the Gordon Ramsay burger.
Yeah, yeah.
Delicious.
The one in Caesars.
The
Casino
one
floor?
in Planet Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Caesars owns the Flamingo now.
Yes.
So yeah, we were right next
They
to
own like
Caesars.
that. They own like that entire thing from Caesars all the way down to the Link.
Yeah, okay.
And everything like they own like all that.
I was
They-
trying to stay at the Link. There was a whole cluster behind our booking, and like one of them was a scam through Orbitz, and then Expedia booked a hotel for me, and they were like, "No, that's impossible. We're sold out."
Damn, my brothers are all sending their confirmation receipts or screenshots for their orders.
When are you gonna order it?
Are you gonna order it?
I will. My thing is like the two games I'm looking forward
can't
to
buy
the
it right
most
now.
is Metroid Prime. And we're having two wildly different conversations at the same time.
I'm trying to
like,
pre-order
this is the craziest thing.
Switch.
Like, we're going
My
Vegas and
ADHD
wrestling to
is going
Switch
insane.
to.
This is how it works, though.
Giving
We
me
all have
whiplash.
ADD, clearly.
This is a comic book.
Well, this is a
podcast,
nerd
right?
podcast. So, guys, you guys don't know the
Yeah.
Switch 2.
Yeah, nerd.
Yeah, the Switch 2 goes okay. So
Well,
it was delayed for
actually,
pre-order in the US.
Before you dive into the Switch, before you do this, let's do this.
Wow.
Yeah, let's make it official. All right, let's make before we
News
dive.
and stuff.
Yeah, we're not
Switch
journalists.
is now pre-orderable.
But we don't.
You've done this.
Yeah, all right, we're back. Oh my gosh, got rid of all of our videos. The Switch is available for pre-order.
What is happening?
We're just having a lot of fun right now.
I'm trying to
and I win.
multitask. Yeah.
So I waited in line for the Switch
Okay.
for like 7 hours in Chicago. Back when it came out, what was it, 2017? Beginning of March 2017. And it was great. I waited. It was cold. It was freezing. It was raining. It was sleeting. It was snowing. All the weather patterns in Chicago with it.
Mhm.
And I've never like really truly like pre-ordered a console because I've never been like that insane like desire to get it day one.
Mhm.
The Switch was just so perfect up my alley because the 3DS, the Game Boy Advance, all of that was like so like me. That's what I sunk thousands of hours into, is all the games for those systems. And because I was talking about the weather in Chicago, and Katie just texted me and she goes, must have been sometime between January and December. Fucking smart ass. So
It's a bin.
Target is sold out.
Everywhere is sold out. I can't pre-order
yeah,
it,
dude.
so that's why I'm back to producing the show.
Welcome back.
This is what welcome back. I've been trying to pre-order the Switch on a whim like that. But no,
Yeah.
it was
So anyways, I waited. So I'm not going to wait in line June 5th at
Yeah.
all. But it was just one of those things where I loved the experience. I got it. I met a lot of cool people. I got one of like 5 consoles that they had, and I got the only Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild limited edition thing for it, and it was fantastic.
Nice.
Best Buy's website's not working.
okay.
Live updates. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get it from Target. Oh, I can pre-order from Target right now.
Yeah, toss 2 in there if you can. Thank you.
For real?
Yeah, I'll send you money. Not right away, but I'll send you money. But anyways, so the reason why I'm not intentionally pre-ordering this, but if Pablo happens to manage this for me, then I guess I pre-ordered it.
Oh, I thought
But-
it said 60. I was like, throw in one for me too, brother. But it's
For
like
60.
$500.
Yeah, it's
I
$500.
will let you pre-order one, brother.
Never
I
mind.
assumed as much.
It won't let you.
No, they've probably got limits on it. But Metroid Prime's coming out for it, and that's the game that I'm most stoked for. And that has an end of year release date, but that game also comes out for the Switch.
Mm.
And so like, I don't know. I'm like real stoked for it. I'm excited for it, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah, but Pablo, you have a Switch.
Yeah, but this is Switch 2. It's
This is
not
a
the same
Switch
thing.
2.
Right. But you don't even play that many video games.
But his kids do,
Yeah.
and he's gonna be Father of the Year.
I do think it'll be a good little gift. And I do want
Good.
to check it out myself. What am I talking? Come on.
I'm excited for the potential new Joy-Cons. I'm excited for like the speed improvements on like some of the games. I'm excited. Like I'm stoked for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is gonna be great, and you can get like what 120 hertz. Wow,
Whatever.
we talked about this. Best
Yeah.
Buy sold out. I said that already.
Yeah.
Well, the Switch 2.
I saw it on the Target website. I thought it said $69.99. And I was like, oh hell yeah, throw one for me.
I'll tell you, no,
Not that.
$400. But I will tell you,
$499.99. That's $500.
Oh man, I don't know our Target account password.
Yeah.
And I have to create an account. Man, this is a lot of
Can
Can
work.
you
Target
pre-order
account?
it in like an hour? Or is everything gonna be sold out?
I guarantee it's sold out already.
Yeah.
and-
Well, because Target and Best Buy are sold out.
So how long before you can get it
Oh, I don't
after
know.
that?
Depends on what inventory probably looks like. June 5th.
This will
Why
probably.
don't they just make enough? It's a tactic.
Well,
it's 1,000% a tactic.
What the fuck was that?
I'm trying to text my wife to see if she has the Target signed in.
I love this and tell her to buy 2.
But it
Well,
won't let you.
So it's like pre-ordering like technology. It's just everything is gone. I'm just hoping it's not like a PlayStation 5. But Nintendo's trying to combat resellers because this will immediately be on eBay for like $1,200. Like immediately.
Not
Mm.
by me. 1,200 bucks, you think?
Well, hey, you think $1,200?
You think it would like I'd come up with a quick 700 on this?
I'm gonna log into
do you
my.
remember?
I'm
Do you
gonna
remember
log
the
into my
PlayStation?
Target
Do
real
you remember
quick.
the PlayStation 5 scalping? Like for years,
Yeah, it's
the
ridiculous.
PlayStation
Oh,
5
yeah.
was out, and people were buying it for over $2,500. And it's just like the console is a $400-$500 console,
That's wild.
and you're spending 5-6
Instead of
times
just
that.
waiting like a month or something.
No,
How long?
like you were waiting. Honestly, probably a year. It took years
Really?
for like stock to level out. Yeah. But like the game catalog for it wasn't that great. The game catalog lineup for the Switch 2 is pretty phenomenal. The only thing is like 2 games are like Switch 2 exclusives. The rest are all going to be backwards compatible on the Switch. So I think that's also why I'm not too worried about it, because I'm not really missing out on the games I want.
Mm-hmm.
But the games you want are going to be there inevitably.
Oh yeah. And Mario Kart World's not going anywhere. Like that's a for sure buy for me, but that's not
Mhm.
like a pre-order listing.
Situation.
Yeah. Like if Metroid Prime was like a bundle with it, yeah, I would be like, yo, can't come to the podcast. I got this.
I'm trying to get this
Like-
Metroid Prime action. I have to create a new Target account. Is what I got to do. Well, as we're talking about this though, Tommy Jeff, did you see that Paul Rudd recreated his iconic Nintendo video game commercial
Okay, so I did see this.
34 years later, and you said you had a hot take on it.
Okay, so I also just need to preface this with I did not watch the entirety of this clip,
Okay.
but Paul Rudd aged. He looks old in this.
Yeah,
They made him look kind of.
He's got-
He's
I-
orange.
Well, it's the
I
weird
think it's the
makeup that
long
they gave
hair
him.
and everything too. Like,
But he aged gracefully.
I mean,
he has aged
literally has
very
not
well throughout
aged-
his life. But like, this was the first time I looked at him in something. I was like,
Well,
yo,
he
he's old now.
looked at his
Yeah.
portrait on the wall. He wasn't supposed to do that. He hasn't,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah,
Anybody?
because it took this long.
Yeah.
Of course, the man. How old is he?
Durian Gray fans out there? Anybody?
Ah,
I don't know.
He looks like a. Is there? Wait, what I missed?
Oh,
Durian-
whenever I ask a question we don't know the answer to, we go, Tommy Jeff.
Oh, what was the question? I didn't hear.
How
it.
old is Paul Rudd?
Oh, he's like 54.
Oh, who is Durian Gray?
Dorian.
Is it Dorian or is
He's
it Durian?
56. I was
It's
2 years off.
Dorian.
Look this up.
Oscar Wilde. Dorian. Gray.
Target. You can still pre-order on Target if you hurry up.
That's what I'm trying to do. Okay.
So Paul Rudd is 56 years old.
56.
But like for the longest time, he's looked so young, and like he
Now you're saying
hasn't
it's
aged.
rapid.
And like I just feel like overnight, gone.
Yeah.
He's aged.
Gone.
Like
Yeah.
not gone. Sorry, I snap my fingers, and whenever I do that,
I
it's
feel like
poof,
it's also
gone.
the lighting and the weird. He did look a little weird in it, but
yeah. It,
also we don't know what he looks like in person.
no, we don't. We only know him with makeup and,
And, like,
studio
CGI.
lighting and
Yeah.
like just everything like.
The moment he wakes up.
Yeah.
Come on, send me a
So
confirmation.
it was really cool. Like I do want to
To
go back
see
and
him
actually
age
watch
was
it.
really cool.
It was
You know, I'm
like
glad.
the couple of moments.
Hey,
it
he
was
still
great.
looks great. Paul
He
Rudd.
does. He does
doesn't
still
look
look
bad.
great. I'm just saying he looked old.
He is older.
Yeah, he
Old.
was born in 1969, y'all.
Resend code. It's telling me.
Hey.
Oh, his
it's-
birthday just passed. He was born April 6th, apparently.
Oh,
Yeah.
happy birthday.
Happy belated birthday, Paul Rudd.
You look old now.
Yeah.
welcome to aging.
Good for you, but you're old. Time to be put out to pasture. Sorry, Paul. You're done.
I thought they did his makeup really weird in it.
Well, also the hair,
that's-
like how he looks like
Or the lighting. Maybe.
like how he
Yeah.
looks like an elder goth. Like,
Yeah.
He does look like an
It was
older
a
guy.
weird, like, why
Yeah.
didn't they just give him?
Also, why does he have long hair? Like, what's going on? Like,
I
what's-
don't know.
well,
what
that
is
was his
the-
hair in the commercial, the original commercial.
No,
Oh,
he
the
had,
long hair.
They're just harkening back to that.
no, he had that like 90s, like split down the middle,
Well, they modernized
curl
it a
on the
little bit.
side, like but
I
like in
think-
a dorkier way.
They
Pull it up.
modernized it. I have. It's up. It's up. It's on the screen as
Oh.
you're talking about it. It's right next to you. Look at it.
Yeah. Unless it, yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. I see it.
Yeah.
Just a little more modern version of it, but it's that. He's
Yeah,
just old, y'all.
it's the lighting, it's the hair, it's the
The
all of it.
age.
Yeah, it's the age, as you put
Paul
it. Yeah.
Rudd. How old was he when he filmed that original?
Well,
Nintendo
that was
commercial?
34 years ago. So if he is 56 and we take 34
22?
away, yeah, 22.
That's crazy. He's a 22-year-old young lad.
Yeah.
Probably couldn't even wipe his butt correctly at that age. Pro-
What?
All right.
I would be concerned if you're 22 and you can't wipe your butt.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Please seek help.
not me, but you'd be surprised.
I have a nephew. No, I'm just kidding.
Depends. It's always there.
What the heck?
I'm just kidding. He wipes his.
If I wipe my own ass. That happened.
That happened.
Paul Rudd
Um,
is back. I can't pre-order this fucking Switch because
You don't know how
Target-
to make an account on Target.
I'm trying to make an account. I'm also running a Switch.
You know who probably
Well,
knows how to
stop
make an account
switching
with
like
Target?
crazy. Why don't you just
22-year-old Paul Rudd.
22-year-old Paul Rudd. does it.
Yeah, he
No,
knew
I
how
can't
to
just stay on myself. I'll
stay on
stagnant.
you. You're switching it like you're DJing over
That's
there.
right.
You're like bup, 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 everybody.
Everybody needs to get a shot. Shot in.
You got the Target app on your phone? Just do it on the Target app.
I already have it here though, but it's not texting me. Oh, you're right. I do have the Target app. Is it not sold out on Target's app yet?
I don't know. The 15 minutes has passed. There's so much time now. I mean, just do
I
it.
have it in my cart.
Yeah. So look at the cart.
Oh, I can just do not now on this. Oh my gosh.
I don't think that's gonna
Wow. The
work.
whole time he's had a not now button for an account creation.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Check out as guest.
no,
Continue as guest.
it's not an option. It's not an option. Trust me. I was trying to check out as a guest,
Okay.
but I don't know why Target won't let me do that anymore. Let's see if the Switch is still in there. A little bit busier than we expected. Your cart is empty now.
Wow.
Sorry.
Way to go,
lost.
Target. Continue boycotting them, please. Thank you.
Oh, I should be boycotting them, right? Except for the Switch 2. Let's see.
I mean, the Switch too. You get what you want, where you can
I had
get
to
it.
create a whole
I don't
flipping
know where I was
Target
going with
account for this. I better get this thing now.
I don't think you're gonna
quantities.
get it.
Huh? Did not continue shopping. Something went wrong.
Yeah.
Items not added to your cart. Well,
You tried.
you guys witnessed it here live on air. I tried. I had to create a Target. This was that
You-
gave me a lot of anxiety.
You know what?
just
You know what
now.
the best thing
I'm
about
having-
all of this
I'm like,
is
I don't even
you-
care.
You tried so much harder that it probably actually came off as.
Well,
like
because
you.
I'm giving Olivia-
I don't
like,
know.
Stop switching the cameras.
I don't know if anyone else felt it, but it was palpable. I was so stressed out. I was like, oh my God. The camera's going bing, 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 bing. I'm like,
Mhm.
you did your best.
And this, folks, is why I did not pre-order it. I'd be like panicking, like, oh my God, I gotta get it.
You were just trying to pre-order it. You were still having a conversation, and then you were pushing like 3 buttons in a row, so it kept flashing
My
dollars.
Yeah, there's
fingers
so
are just
much.
they have a mind of their own at the moment.
Yeah,
I don't-
there's so much
Blah, blah,
going
blah.
on with this right now. It's hilarious.
It's literally
Stressed
like,
me out.
but it's like each finger will twitch depending on who's speaking. So I'm actually listening. So
Oh.
if you're speaking, like my finger automatically goes in my middle finger. I don't.
Oh.
I like
Yeah,
they
he's just
genuinely
gonna
do
flip
have a
you
mind
off.
of their own.
No, because there's a few times I was not speaking, and it went to me,
Well,
and I was like, "Why is it on me right now?"
well, because
I'm adjusting.
because it's a video
Majestic.
podcast. Oh, sometimes it's about what's not said.
Oh,
yeah,
All right.
facial expressions.
Yeah, it's about the
that body
facials.
language is very important.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't underestimate the power of body language.
Oh Lord,
You know what? Also,
that was a
kinda-
bad impression.
I don't know how to do that one.
Speaking of body language, I also found out blue eyes are very interesting to people.
Yeah.
And I say this because there's two types of people that react to blue eyes.
Okay.
Someone either like becomes very engrossed into like the conversation and staring at your eyes, and
Or
are
they don't
just
want to look
like-
at you at all.
or they are so intimidated by blue eyes. I would say this is like for like light colored eyes, but this is what I've discovered because I've always questioned why people say like, TJ, you're so intimidating. And it's like, why? Like, I'm like not even a threatening person. Like,
Yeah, just
I
light eyes. It's like you
your-
can't hide from them.
It's
Yeah.
your
They're just-
icy
they're-
blue eyes. You're
They're
the
just
Iceman.
they're staring into your soul.
So I was just like,
Brown eyes, you could just they're just there. Like,
they're just there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a void. I mean, like, I don't know. Like,
thank you. I love
But-
my void eyes.
I just thought it was just like really interesting because I was just like, what is going on? And then like there's this aha moment at work the other day where someone was just like, your blue eyes
An aha.
are what is like are why you come off intimidating. People are intimidated by them. And I
Mhm.
was like, they're not warm and inviting. And then as Pablo puts it, they're icy cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like the Ice King and shit from
Yeah.
not
it's-
Adventure Time, from Game of Thrones.
But like the rest of my
No, just
But like the rest of my body language is usually very open and inviting.
Yeah.
Like, because I hardly ever have my arms crossed
I think
Mhm.
and stuff. But like, it's just very interesting because like I've always experienced people like clamoring up around me or like just that. And it's usually, and like now it's like that clicking moment where it's like, it is
Eyes.
usually when they look at the eyes and it's just like, okay. And
Never
I'm not,
know what they're gonna do.
and I'm not really
Yeah.
like a short person either. So like,
No.
I do tower over some people and like,
Yeah.
it's not like intentional. Like it's just my height.
I have to be mindful of that too. Of like, yeah, like even when I like talk to like the people in the front office of my kid's school, I got to remember I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm like a very tall, tattooed, bearded, like,
Yeah.
Hispanic guy. I can't like leer over people, but and it's like it's not but maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it's subconscious.
And sometimes, Pablo, when you're like concentrating on something or like listening to somebody, you'll get like
a furrowed brow.
like a
Oh,
furrowed
yeah.
brow, and like you'll just kind of glare at them,
I know.
and
That's
it's
why
like you're just listening to them, but it's like if they don't know you,
we talk. What we talk about.
like, oh, are you
I
mad?
also squint because I have astigmatism. I wear glasses, but it's still astigmatism sometimes. So the light.
Katie
Bother
says
me?
I'm a giant.
Yeah, you are.
How tall are you?
She also
Like,
asked
I don't
about my
know.
techniques about how I know about 22-year-olds wiping techniques or whatever, but I'm not gonna answer that on this show.
I
Coward.
mean, that response to that makes me anyways. Yeah, no, I'm 6'2", so
Okay.
I'm of the above average height.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think of myself as like a giant though. I don't know. I just always kind of question it because like I don't feel like I'm particular. Like
you're
I
thin.
know I'm tall and stuff, but
The
I don't.
short people.
I don't like
You're slim.
particularly feel tall.
Yeah.
And I just like I know how like I'm a goofball if you get me to open up.
Yeah, I
And
don't.
like that's why it's just like I always like question the sanity of people that said that I was intimidating. And then like I don't know that blue eyes. Also, how did we get on this topic?
You just started talking about it.
Oh, because you were doing something. I don't know.
I don't know.
We're trying to fill the
Anyway.
air.
No,
Yeah.
there we were talking about something. I don't know. It's a stream of consciousness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just anyways.
It's
Tommy-
interesting.
It is interesting. Tommy Jeff's
Mhm.
also filling in my dead air time. I did tell him to do that. So
yeah, and we're just talking about how apparently I'm intimidating because blue eyes are intimidating. And I just,
Well, you
like,
know what else is
That would have been
intimidating?
an amazing. You know what I learned this week?
It would have been good.
Yeah.
You fucked up. You dropped the ball on that one.
Well, we got it on.
got
it, though.
Y'all learned this with me, anyways.
Yeah.
It is always a "What'd you learn this week" moment with Tommy Jeff.
Yeah. We're always learning.
Well, Tommy Jeff, the internet is in an uproar. They're learning things about themselves too.
Are they?
Yeah. So we've gotten the first look at Julia Garner as the Silver Surfer in the new Fantastic Four First Steps trailer.
Ooh.
Like, I don't know if this was a trailer or this is an image. Hold on, wait. I bet I got a better image here, which I like more as we have our discussion. So
Shut up. That's so crazy.
So some people are very upset about this or just bothered by it, and I felt like
The
I-
meme?
no. Some people are they're gender swapping. For somebody, I literally read somebody being like, "Great, this movie's woke now" or whatever.
Who cares?
But I felt like let me nerd explain this because
Yeah.
Yeah, please do. Because I don't know how to respond to the bottom portion of this.
comics have always been progressive. I don't use the word woke because it's fucking stupid and you're not using it the right way. If you're using it in that context. And in fact, I don't even think the word woke should be used in referencing any kind of liberal white person in general. So you need to do a little bit of a deeper dive into the word. However, so the original Silver Surfer, who was created by Jack Kirby, originally appeared in Fantastic Four, issue number 48 in March of 1996, and was a character named Norrin Rad. And he became the Herald of Galactus. He'd basically be the dude that would kind of like come and let the planets know, like, yo, prepare to be eaten by Galactus. And the way that he became this, was given these, what was called the power cosmic, was because Norrin Rad basically had a love of his life, and he basically exchanged to spare his planet and his lover in order to then be the herald of Galactus. And Galactus, if you don't know who Galactus is the eater of worlds. You got it?
Yeah, dude, do you want to place the order for it? I'm so sorry.
I
I'm
have
really
my
bad.
card. I have my cards all saved in here. I don't have my. I know.
Okay.
What the heck? Can you?
Yeah, I got you. I'll do it for you on your computer.
Can you do it?
Yeah, I got you.
Anyways,
I gotta pull up my password.
so Norrin Rad, the lover that he chose to save was. Oh, but now I need my notes. The lover that he chose to save was Shalabal, or Shayabal. I don't know. It's a double L, so Shaya maybe. I always read it as Shalabal, but I was like, as I was reading it, but Shalabal. But as I was reading it today, you know, I don't know how to read. I was like, oh, it's Shia, probably, or no, but you have to do it in Safari, I think, because I'm signed in Safari. Look, Tommy Jeff,
You're signed into Safari.
Yeah, it's right.
WTF,
here.
bro?
Can I just pre-order right there? No, see?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, help me out. Anyways, so Shia Ball was the lover of Norrin Rad, and then in like 2016, there was a comic book called Earth X. I don't know if it was in 2016. I'm sorry, it may be way before that. Basically, I think it was a combination of like Alex Ross, and I can't remember the writer. I mean, the Alex Ross was the artist. Yeah, skip that. Sorry, now we're trying to pre-order the Switch again. Just hit skip. Yeah.
No, yeah, I didn't want you to log into your account. I was going to log into mine because we were having issues with yours.
Oh.
We have to successfully log into it.
Oh, I got you. Anyways, this character's been created, y'all.
Yeah, she was a Silver Surfer.
She was the
After.
Silver Surfer. I'm not. Hold on, really quick, Tom Jeff. I'm so sorry. No, so she was the Silver Surfer, and what's really cool about this, and what people do need to realize, that there's plenty of good story if you can just enjoy what the hell you're being fed here, because it could potentially be some good stuff. So not only was Shalabal the lover of Norrin Rad in this basically Earth X comic, like I said, art by Alex Ross. Let me see if I have the writer here. Creators Jim Kruger, Alex Ross, and John Paul Leon. Basically, this version of the Silver Surfer was actually kind of there to convince Franklin Richards, which is the son of Reed and Sue Richards, to become Galactus, to fix the timeline. So Sue and friggin' Reed Richards' son is Galactus. And it's a weird time loop sort of story. If you're up to date with like X-Men 97, a little similar to the Cable Scott Summers sort of thing, but she basically has to come back in time to convince Franklin Richards to become Galactus. And if I'm remembering all this correctly, but there is potentially a really awesome story here if people would just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut up.
About freaking the Silver Surfer, because if you are upset about Julia Garner being cast as a Silver Surfer, you clearly don't know anything about that character or those stories.
Mm-hmm.
So that character is not exclusively a man. This character has already existed. They're not doing anything for the reason of like, hey, there's,
Yeah,
like, I don't know, like there is a cool story here to be told. And shut up, internet. But the internet is freaking out about it.
yeah.
In fact, one of the things that I saw was Internet reacts to New Silver Surfer. I gotta find it. You know, it was one of those clickbait articles that, of course, I clickbaited because I'm like, I want to be angry at what the angry people are posting about.
Yeah. But then it's like, oh, this is dumb. Shut up.
I don't. Tommy Jeff.
Look, I'm trying to get your kids a Nintendo Switch. All right.
What am I supposed to do?
I just need your card.
I don't have my card.
Oh, okay, well then we don't do it.
We just,
So Silver Surfer.
I'm here podcasting.
Stop looking.
You're not.
Where is my card?
Oh, I thought you were gonna leave. What?
No,
what?
I have.
No. God.
I literally, like, I have
dude, I'll put
cash.
cash too. Don't worry.
I'll tell. It's so funny. I don't have any of that. Or I can look it up through my device, can't I?
Yeah, probably.
Can I look it on? Man, technology is
Man,
crazy.
You guys,
Anyways,
What
y'all
are you
watching us-
guys?
Y'all watching us tonight. Must
Oh,
love
okay.
us.
oh yeah, I'm so
much.
sorry.
We're-
The ADD is
I
serious.
am all over the place. Like this is all me.
Yeah, the ADD on tonight's show is out of control
Like,
right now.
Pablo, you're trying so hard to stay on track, and here I am. Nintendo Switch, by the way.
Yeah,
Hey.
because-
Oh, dude, blue eyes, intimidating.
That should
Bruh.
be the theme of, I feel like, tonight's show should be. Anyways, do you guys have anything to say about Julia Garner being cast as Silver Surfer or anything like this?
Yeah,
I know.
no, I think exactly what you said. When I saw everybody being pissed off about it, I was like, wait, what? Because that's already a character that exists.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who cares? What do you mean? I don't know. I don't know why people are mad.
My
People
reaction.
just want to be mad.
People just
Yeah.
but just
Because like Greta Gerwig is making the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe Chronicles of Narnia series for Netflix, which who knows? Sounds
Who knows?
weird.
Fascinating.
But I guess like Meryl Streep was cast as Aslan, and people are flipping out.
How
They
dare
care
you.
so much, and it's like, well, she's just doing a voice of a lion.
That's
And they're
supposed
like,
to be Jesus.
That's
You
supposed to
can't be
be
a
Jesus.
woman.
It's like, okay.
This just makes me think of the meme of angry man yells at cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, who
Like-
cares? Oh my
Like
god.
we should be excited that they are hopefully choosing the right person for all of this.
Yeah.
Like they auditioned a ton of people. I'm
Mhm.
assuming of both genders, or I'm sorry, of all genders. And like they chose who they thought was best fit for it, most likely. And
Y'all,
I
it's
love that.
Meryl Streep.
Yeah, and y'all, Greta Gerwig, you think that she's gonna make a cut
Who is pissed
a
off
cookie
about
cutter
this?
version of that book? She ain't.
Like,
It's true.
like one of the greatest cameos in movie history, in my opinion, is Glenn Close as the pirate that gets thrown in the boo box.
And
in
Hook.
Who? Yeah, I'm in Hook. Sorry.
Ew.
In Hook.
Hello.
You are somewhere else right
Me
now.
too. In Hook.
He's with
The
the
animal
Nintendo
kicked in. I'm
Switch
sorry.
right
All
now.
right. No, and like
Yeah,
would-
Glenn Close
yeah,
playing a
Glenn-
man.
play, and it's fit, and nobody would ever know that. It's just like, just shut up and watch the story, y'all.
Yeah, just shut up.
Just watch the movie and then
Y'all need
complain
to
about
go-
it. If it sucks, then complain.
Then
Y'all
complain.
need to go
Yeah.
into a movie the same way I go into a movie. You either enjoy it or you don't.
Yeah,
And it shouldn't be anything more than that.
yeah,
And if you don't enjoy it, talk shit about it by all means.
yeah,
But if you enjoy it, then praise it.
yeah.
But you either enjoy it or you don't.
And Julia Garner's hot. Y'all,
Yeah.
can y'all just shut up? She's a hot silver. God, just why are nerds really ruining this?
They want to be mad.
Y'all really want to be people?
Well,
just
you know what
wanna
it
be-
is? They hate women.
But you know what?
In
But-
this country, unfortunately.
It wasn't it was, I feel like I saw somebody post online, they're like shows that would be like that are like old shows that people would call woke today. And it is like they're like, you wouldn't be able to get away with like anything that is made like a Power Rangers or whatever it may be. Just like they were going through a whole string of things of just
Well,
like people would be like, no, wait, there's a response to that.
I know. I read it.
Okay. There's a whole response to that.
He was like, I regretted that.
No, who the actor?
No. Oh, I'm talking
The-
about the who was it? The
God, you're gonna make
director
me
or
talk
something
about
that was
this?
like, no, don't pull it up.
But then the actor who played it said he's like,
I don't care.
he said nobody ran into that. He's like, I'm still an icon. Okay, God, we
For
gotta-
being the Black Ranger.
let's
and
jump into
Yellow
it. So
Ranger.
recently, one of the creators of Power Rangers, but this was not on our news and stuff. I don't have a graphic for this. Complained or said he's like, I regret making the Black Ranger
Black and
black
the Yellow
and
Ranger.
Asian girl, like the Yellow Ranger. And the actor who plays, can you look up the actor who plays the Black Ranger in the original Power Rangers show, was on actually Jim Cummings' podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Cummings, the voice of like all of your childhood favorite characters.
Winnie the Pooh.
Zach Taylor. Yeah, the voice of Winnie the Pooh. And Zach Taylor was talking about, he's like, I never ran into it. He's like, what happened was when we filmed the pilot to the show, the girl who was the Yellow Ranger was actually Hispanic. And they're like, but she wanted more money or something. So when they greenlit the show, they hired Trini. And he's like, that was kind of weird. But then he's like, but also they had to be cast that way based on the order of the characters, how they fight from the original show. Because Power Rangers infamously uses stock footage of an old Japanese show. And then the only thing that's filmed in the US are like the American teenagers or whatever it may be. And they just kind of like make a storyline around it.
Yeah.
And that's why
I don't think it was intentional back then.
Well,
the guy said that he regretted it.
But what Zach Taylor basically ended up saying, he's like, let me tell you, he's like, I get like Black people come up to me all the time that say that, hey, like you were a representation at a time where, you know,
there
and
was
it's like, but nobody complained about it for the record. Nobody complained about it back then. It just was what it was. The Captain America kids. The Captain Planet kids, like it was a diverse group of characters before anybody said, you know, that you guys are trying to make everything diverse. I'm like, we've been doing this, y'all. Like everybody just wants to see themselves on the show. But he was a very positive figure. And he's like, I had to be the Black Ranger. He's like, because the Blue Ranger was the worst fighter. Right. And you see that from the old show. And he's like, and the Black Ranger was always behind the Red Ranger or whatever as like the second leader. And he's like, I never ran it. He's like, and it was the coolest suit. Legit, as a kid.
The black one is the coolest one.
He was my favorite Ranger.
Yeah.
I was always like, I want to see the Black Ranger with the vest that freaking the Green Ranger wears. But yeah, the Black Ranger, and he had this sweet axe, like the battle axe weapon.
Yeah.
That also didn't turn into like a laser gun or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
So, but he does talk about, he's like, no, I'm very proud of that character. And, you know, and once more, Power Rangers movie that came out in like 2016, very underrated. And you guys need to really go watch that movie.
I know.
It's very well shot.
You told me to. I put it on my list.
It's very well shot. It's really good. But yes, CK even says Julia Garner's a hottie. Everybody get over it.
Yeah. Who cares?
Stop complaining about this stuff. That was a random Nerds Planning tangent about the Black Ranger. But go look it up. Look up Zach Taylor on Jim Cummings' podcast, and then go look at the comments from the original Power Rangers creator.
Yeah.
I didn't run into that. I mean, I think it was like later on everybody realized it was like, oh, wait a second, that's random. But even that character gets recast by the other character, Adam, and then later on it's a like Filipino or Asian American kid, what is that? Who turns into the Black Ranger, and he was in the Power Rangers movie. Olivia.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
Well, don't flash to me while I'm yawning.
What? What are you? Why are you yawning right now? Tommy Jeff got real quiet now. Are you trying to pre-order the Switch?
No, okay. So my brother goes in the group chat. He's like, I got 2 pre-ordered. And I was like, cheekily going, oh, thanks, brother, for ordering me one. And he goes, yeah, you can have it.
Oh, what the heck?
So all this panic for you. Thanks for sitting by my side while I got
So
mine.
everything's coming up Millhouse over here.
Everything is coming up Millhouse.
Damn.
2 things came out of what's called Star Wars Celebration, by the way. Let me see if I have. Oh, yeah. Firstly, Hayden Christensen's coming back for Ahsoka Season 2. But the other big news is that Ryan Gosling is cast in a Star Wars Starfighter movie, which they announced at Star Wars Celebration. Was that in Japan? Is that where that was?
Wait, Jeff? I don't know.
I'm so sorry. What?
Sorry, Jeff.
The ADHD
You
is
just
nuts.
scored a serious Nintendo Switch. You're just rubbing it in all of our faces right now. I don't have my credit card on me. I really want it.
Bro, I was trying to help you. It's not my fault you don't have a credit card.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, we'll get it for you.
But there's a new Sean Levy movie. Are you excited about this? Did you hear about this?
No, I didn't hear about this.
Tommy Jeff, you and your smuts.
Tommy Jeff doesn't even watch movies.
Switchy-
No, I don't. All right, Sean Levy movie coming out.
No, I'm just saying. No, it's a star. I got
Who the
it.
hell is Sean Levy?
He's a director. It's a new film directed by Sean Levy, who recently directed Marvel's hit Deadpool and Wolverine. He made a surprise appearance during Mandalorian and Grogu panel, joining Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy, who apparently is also stepping down, and Chief Creative Officer Dave Filoni on stage. And he confirmed that his project for live action audience there at Star Wars Celebration was Star Wars Starfighter. And then he proceeded to bring out one Mr. Ryan Gosling to eruptions. So what I want to know is, do you guys think this is just going to be like Drive in an X-Wing?
I never watched Drive.
You never watched Drive?
No, I never seen it. Wait. No, I have seen it.
Yeah, it's great. And then let me tell you, I'm all for Drive in an X-Wing.
Yeah, no, I'm down.
Like if you make Drive and it's just Ryan Gosling
Yeah.
in an X-Wing.
And he's only gotten like funnier and better. So it'll be good.
Yeah, he's got
I'm
a
sure it'll
lot
be
better.
funny. Yeah. The Fall Guy. Come on. Gotta give it up.
You do got to give it up for that.
Tommy Jeff, you don't watch a lot of movies, but have you seen Drive?
Have you seen Fall Guy?
No. I am so lost on this.
No, you watched like
conversation.
2 movies last year. I remember.
I watched Nosferatu,
Oh yeah.
Wicked.
Yes. 2.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well,
And technically Nosferatu was January of this year,
okay.
but it was the last year movie.
Gotcha.
There you go.
But yeah,
No,
Drive
there was
is
something.
good. When did that come out?
I don't know when Drive came out, but I do know that this is the second week in a row that we've had some
Drive
variety.
came out September 16th, 2011.
It
Bam.
was in 11.
Who directed that movie?
Fantastic question.
So, but either way, yeah, Drive in an X-Wing, y'all. That's
Ryan Gosling news 2 weeks in a row.
Ryan Gosling news 2 weeks in a row.
He's a busy guy.
He's a busy guy. He's producing a Killer Clowns from Outer Space movie.
Nicholas Winding Refn directed it, apparently.
Any
Oh.
other titles? that he's
He's 54 years old.
Yeah.
1 year younger than Paul Rudd.
1 year. And let me tell you, this dude looks
Director of the
Don't
Pusher
shoot.
trilogy, Fear X, Bronson, Valhalla Rising, and
Bronson.
Drive.
Bronson is with your favorite actor.
my favorite actor. You talking about Tom Hardy?
Yeah.
I don't have anything against Tom Hardy.
He
Sure.
has something against Venom.
I have something against Tom Hardy.
And we
talking
should
all that
change the
Venom
topic
shit.
because he's about to go off on a rant. No, I'm just kidding.
I want to rant.
I don't
Okay,
have-
he's directed some good movies. Okay, to Drive. This has nothing to do with that, but it's a good movie. Yeah.
Why would you say Tom Hardy
I'm
right
so
now?
sorry.
That he's on my shit list. Him and Christopher Nolan. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Nolan.
Whoa,
All right.
whoa, 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 whoa,
You
whoa,
too.
whoa, whoa. Why?
Protect
Why are you
your
pointing
shit.
at the ceiling?
Yeah.
Oh, you're pointing at
Old
the
man yells at cloud.
You listen to me, Christopher Nolan. You try to make one more smart film,
smart
you
film.
better dumb your shit down, you pretentious fuck.
What movie? What movie?
All Christopher Nolan movies, man. All right, get it.
Hey, he's
we
like,
get it. You understand string theory.
"You're too smart for me."
Yes, we don't like smart people.
No.
No, I don't. I don't like knowing about friggin' Robert Oppenheimer's weird sex life. Like I don't know. Look,
Oh, you're
don't give me-
referencing
why are you getting me,
Oppenheimer.
why are you getting me started right now?
Well,
I
because
don't-
every movie
I don't know
needs
what'll get you
sex
started.
to be a part of it.
Freaking out.
Every successful movie has sex somewhere in it,
I guess so.
or like a romance or something. Like that shit sells, dude.
Yeah. And
Well-
he had an affair. It was in that wasn't like the bulk of the movie for Oppenheimer.
That was a lot. It was
Was
a
it?
lot of the movie. Yeah.
If you watch it,
was very
how many
weird
times have you watched
How
it?
much of it is so unnecessary to the plot and story
Oh.
and
I
is
can't-
just there.
Oh, forgettable.
How many?
Yeah,
how,
it's also very forgettable.
how many
movie.
times have you watched the movie?
Once, because it's
I
like a
think-
million hours
Yeah,
long.
like it's like 3.5 hours or something like
Yeah.
that. You should watch it a second time because you know how like when you fixate on one thing that you just cannot stand, and
Mhm.
all of a sudden you've made it seem like it's like this so much longer than it is, and the second time you watch it, it's like
How many
Yeah, 'cause
times
it-
have you
it-
watched
5
the
minutes.
Because it didn't
Oh,
seem
not at all.
What?
You think I'm gonna sit? I can barely sit through a 30-minute TV show.
I was gonna say. I was
You
about
think
to
I'm
say-
gonna sit down for
2-hour
3.5? Oh yeah, calling me out last week for like my weird noises I make
Like,
towards
it's
the
like-
end of this.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait,
It's a part of the show where Tommy Jeff starts just making noises.
I like that you're advocating for a film that you hadn't seen, And I was
I'm
this
just
close.
trying
I was-
to.
Oh, there we are. Look
Oh,
at that.
hey, are we out?
We're back. Sorry, something going on with the internet here. Let me see.
Fascinating.
1.21 gigawatts.
1.21.
All right, let me see. Sorry. Yeah, thank you for bearing with us. We're having some weird technical difficulties here. Is my network connected? That's connected.
I mean,
That's connected. We should be back.
oh yeah,
We're
Are we
back.
back?
We're strong. We're back
Yeah.
and strong. Sorry,
Well.
Rain Man.
we're strong. But anyway, look, you know what? You know why? Because people don't like me talking shit about Christopher Nolan on the internet and trying to silence us here.
Silence.
Yo,
Okay.
okay.
You.
Just
Oppenheimer was
allow smart
overrated.
things to happen.
Yeah.
We are back.
I blame
Oh.
Christopher Nolan and Tom Hardy.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I mean,
It's
I
that
don't-
son of a bitch, Tom Hardy.
It's
Behind this. He's just like now, just like the center of everything.
yeah.
It's like
Your
anything,
nemesis.
anything bad happens to me. Fucking watch
So-
out, Tom.
my favorite TV show that I actually will sit through all 8 seasons of is Scrubs.
Oh.
And there's this like one scene where
All
Dr.
8?
Cox goes, yeah, all 8 seasons is amazing. Where Dr. Cox in it goes on a tangent.
Dr. Cox.
Dr. Cox.
You've never seen Scrubs?
And
I have seen Scrubs. Who was Dr. Cox? Was he the
Dr. Cox
The
is
curly
like,
hair
curly hair
guy.
older
Yeah.
guy? Yeah,
Yeah.
the smarmy guy. Yeah.
and he
I
goes
like
on a tangent with JD, and he's just listing off for like a minute or two
Mm,
all the things he hates in like this very quick like just list of it.
yeah.
And at the very end, he goes, and of course, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Because
he hates Hugh
nobody
Jackman.
hates Hugh Jackman. And it's like, why do you hate Hugh Jackman, man?
Yeah. I think that's like a recurring joke too, right?
Oh,
He sa-
100%.
He says it a few times throughout the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Like it always comes back
so
to it.
that's Pablo's thing with Tom Hardy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like he
And
has to hate him.
Christopher
because it's
Nolan.
just
I'll
like,
take you both
mm.
on. All right. I don't give a fuck. Come at me.
I don't know.
Nolan.
I like
I want a nemesis.
Ironically, I
Come
think
at me,
like
Nolan.
of like movies I've watched, I've probably seen the majority of Christopher
Christopher
Nolan
Nolan's. Here's the
movies.
thing.
Because
This
he
might-
makes like
this is- it's a-
popular movies.
It's a
He
love-hate
does.
relationship. The Prestige is easily one of my favorite films of all time.
Mhm.
like-
Interesting.
The Prestige.
No, it's good.
Interesting. Yeah. that was my reaction
What do
when
know?
you said you
What
stayed
are
at
you
the
gonna say about that
Flamingo.
movie? Like
I just think it's fine. It's good.
I feel like you just like feel like you're like, oh, that's the movie, or
Like,
is it like,
oh,
or
Is it one of my favorite movies ever made?
you don't think it's good?
I think it's great. It's good.
And when ranking Christopher Nolan movies, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't even remember that he did that movie.
The Prestige.
Yeah.
It has Hugh Jackman in it. All right, whatever.
It's a little. I'm just saying it's interesting. It's good. I saw it once a long time ago.
Are you not a big fan of Christopher Nolan either?
I have no opinions either way.
On Christopher Nolan?
I literally have very little opinions about it. I'm
About-
just like, oh, okay, he's making a movie. I'm not obsessed. I don't.
But I feel like most people are like they're like, no, Christopher Nolan's the filmmaker of our time, or whatever it may be.
Yeah,
No. Okay.
I have
Time, Jeff?
very little opinions about
I'm sorry, what?
Christopher Nolan films? No. All right.
Oh, I
Oh,
mean,
well-
like you got like Tenet, you got Interstellar, you got the Batman.
it. Oh, Interstellar. I do not like that movie.
The Dark Knight.
Interstellar.
But what about the Dark Knight?
Oh, Dark
Yo.
Knight's great. Love that movie.
So, what's fantastic is Christopher Nolan is apparently.
That's one of
being-
them smart movies Pablo's talking about. Hey, I don't like that movie.
Christopher Nolan's been tapped to make a 10 episode series about the famous Stephen King book It. And
Like we need more It.
Oh, it's gonna be fantastic because like
sure.
they released like the naming scheme for it. So it's gonna start off with 1 it, 2 it, 3 it,
This is
all the
about
way
my
to
guy.
10
Is this
it.
a dad joke right now? Are
Are you winding me up?
Yo, you guys just missed the punchline.
I know. I got.
I
the
totally dropped
punchline.
it. Y'all,
I got the
because he
punchline.
made the movie Tenet.
Yeah, I got that.
So like 1 it, 2 it, 10
No.
episodes, 10 it.
I got.
I've
the
never even seen Tenet.
You guys are so annoyed with me on this. And
Also, you're advocating. I almost watched Oppenheimer again because of you.
You are
almost
like
watched-
a trickster right now.
He's on one.
You are Loki right now.
I'm so glad I asked you how many times you've seen Oppenheimer before I went to go rewatch
Yeah.
Oppenheimer. Because that
He's
movie is
very
so
pleased
fucking
with himself.
overrated. I'm just like,
Oh, I'm just really excited about how annoyed Pablo was like,
Me
this
and Pablo were
mother-
like, that's not
Yeah.
true.
well, because Christopher Nolan just gets me hot, bro.
He's getting
Christopher Nolan, something about that man just freaking
so stupid.
better watch out, Nolan. I
Oh
mean,
man.
I love it, Katie. TJ, no.
TJ, no, that
I
was
can just hear
bad.
it like TJ, no.
Bad.
last. This is. I was gonna say. I think that's all the news, but this isn't important. This is a pretty
1 it,
nerdy.
2 it.
We got it.
That was not.
No, I know. I'm just still laughing. Yo,
I
I'm
love-
the funniest
You know
fucker
what?
that I know,
No,
and
I
I'm here
know
for
you-
it.
I know you think that. Actually,
I know you think that.
But now that I'm remembering this, I do remember TJ once told me that what do you call a French man with a on?
yes.
Okay, so TJ's joking.
Okay.
And look, he still
Okay.
thinks it's
Hold on.
hilarious.
It's so great. All right.
Are we just evolving into just telling dad jokes now?
This was.
Yo, Diddy.
I
didn't know this
Hold up,
about
Diddy.
Tommy Jeff.
Hold up. Oh, dude. Okay, I
swear
remember
to
the first
God.
time I tried telling Pablo this. Oh shit.
Oh,
All
breathe.
right.
Hey,
So
tell me.
no, I can't breathe. All right. So Diddy, what do you call a French man wearing sandals?
What?
Felipe Floppy.
What in the world?
Yo, it's past my bedtime. The street
It
lights
was-
have been
this
on
is
for a
crazy.
moment.
That was I remember that joke, and I was like, so just the whole tenant thing joke just now too.
Well,
makes
at
a
least
lot of-
that one was short. The Tenet one was long.
But it makes sense. They both make sense.
I mean, good for
I'm,
good.
I'm for it.
That's what you want, a joke to make so much sense.
Katie tells me to stop.
She
Yeah.
says stop.
She literally texted me and she's like, no. Felipe Floppy.
Apparently, the Batman 2, starring Robert Pattinson, directed by Matt Reeves, with the Emmy Award-winning show The Penguin, could not happen. May not happen.
May not. And they did the Barry Keoghan as a Joker, like cut scene or
yeah,
post credit scene.
yeah. That was removed, and that was just like then released later on. But
Was it?
That made me cry.
I thought I had a dang. I
I'm
thought I had an
worried about
article.
you.
But Matt Reeves is basically saying that
That was in the movies. I saw that in theaters. It was in the it was the post credit scene.
no, it was you saw it on YouTube probably later on. Because it was released after the fact.
Oh.
But it was in there, and then my favorite joke is like,
Why are they doing that? It was good. I liked it.
somebody was like,
Make it.
I didn't know they were gonna make the Joker so British.
God.
No, Brad's-
I'm sure he loved that joke.
but
Have you ever heard like
Because
that?
his teeth are bad. Because his teeth are terrible.
But
Well, yeah, but you don't call an Irishman a
But-
Brit.
but-
no, you don't.
You seen that interview with Cillian Murphy where he's like, "Oh, you're British," and he's like, "No," and he's like,
well,
"I'm
he's
Irish."
the Joker. He's the Joker. The
What?
British Joker. Anyways, look. Nonetheless,
You don't call an Irishman a
Matt-
Brit.
Matt Reeves
No,
is
you don't.
basically saying that.
Them are fighting words.
Ireland is still a part of the European Union, dude.
All right. Listen, it's a joke, y'all. All right.
I'm just saying, don't say it to Irish person.
I'm just happy that you guys didn't do this to my jokes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
TJ
call
just
them
said there was
jokes.
a Felipe Floppe joke. You just hit us with a Felipe Floppe and you're jumping
Felipe
down
Floppy.
my Joker British bad teeth joke.
I didn't understand I thought the whole thing was somebody's like thought he was British and they were saying he was
No.
British. And I was like, ooh, don't say that.
No, there's him because his teeth were all messed
Oh,
up.
because his teeth were bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Still,
man.
he's Irish.
All right.
I was saying, did you ever watch that interview with Cillian Murphy where the guy was like, well, you're British. And he goes, no, I'm Irish. And he goes, yeah, British. And he goes, no. And Tom Hardy's in the interview and Tom Hardy's British. And he just was like smiling and like shaking his head like, no, brother, stop.
Yeah. Like,
Don't
Yeah.
fucking say
you
that.
just ruined this. Mhm.
Cut it out, man. Anyways,
And
well,
Cillian Murphy's a grumpy.
yeah, I love this movie. I do love this movie. The Batman.
I loved it.
Would you be terribly upset if they were like, look, we're going in a different direction with Batman now? You got that Batman, or do you want to see more of that universe?
I mean, I would like to see another one of that universe. Because
Like
it
from
was
the-
something different, you
Yeah.
know?
Like not just the perspective of Batman.
Or just like the style. Like I
it
really
was a
liked
very
it. It
good
was like,
style. I like
yeah.
the movies a lot, and I do hope that we get. But it sounds like
good.
Matt Reeves, and this is I'm trying to find the article because it sounded like it came from that In Snyder guy again, which is like, wow, this dude apparently I don't know. Haven't been reading a lot, I guess, enough to know who he is. But saying that, yeah, Matt Reeves is kind of just at a point of like, hey, we either shit or get off the pot here, James Gunn. I hope they don't let this go away. I don't know. I like Battinson a lot.
Yeah.
And I am
Pattinson.
curious. Yeah, I like Battinson, and I am curious to see what they do with James Gunn's version of that universe's Batman.
Yeah.
But
I
also,
get it.
I welcome all the Batman.
Yeah. More
Yeah.
Batman. I just liked a little bit of a different spin on it, doing the like noir version instead of like the straight up, I don't know,
Yeah,
the Nolan verse.
yeah.
It's
whole-
like
the whole monologue over it, and
the parents, the opera. We get it.
it's enough real and enough like fantastical. Yeah, I think it's great.
Give me a little more grit.
Yeah, Gotham City is in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, dude.
No,
Canonically.
Yeah, it is. It's Jersey, baby. Anyways, that is all the news.
We did it. We got through it.
We got through it.
Barely.
And
Oh,
we got
that was so
and we
great.
still managed to get through 2 of Tommy Jeff's jokes. In there. You
Look,
got
I
a third
love
one
my
in you,
jokes.
Tommy Jeff, before we move on? You got a third one? Give me a third one.
I can't I know. Yeah.
Give me a good dad
Hold
joke.
up. I got no jokes right now.
I got a dad joke.
Oh yeah. Hit it.
Yeah.
Hit it.
How does a T-Rex pay his bills?
Oh.
With Tyrannosaurus checks.
Doesn't even make sense.
That's dumb.
Just rhyme.
Today's law.
I went to a comic shop today. I got some stuff. So today's comic book that we are going to be reading. Look, I got this above angle camera, so you can see a little bit of my mic claw here. Get that out of the shot. This is the book that we are going to be reading today. This is Arcana Royale from Dark Horse Comics. This is a Cullen Bunn book. AC Zamedio, Bill Crabtree, and Josh Reed. So yeah, Cullen Bunn wrote it. Cullen Bunn, he's famously of a bunch of other things, and I do have him all pulled up here as well.
While you're pulling that up,
Uh-huh.
what does Paris and Ticks?
Oh my gosh, you pulled up a dad joke right now?
I'm sorry. Nope. I just totally butchered that. I don't need to continue with that.
What the hell?
You gotta
Because
go
there's
now.
going to be, it should have been, hey, what do Ticks and the Eiffel Tower have in common?
Paris.
They're both Paris sites.
Man, I got a version of that joke that I'm gonna tell y'all.
But I
off the air.
completely butchered it because I was like, yo, what does Paris and the Ticks have in common? The Eiffel Tower.
That would have been funny.
That would have been funny. Genuinely like that joke, I think.
I'm gonna start telling
Anyways,
that. joke.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, Hudson Tremaine is a streetwise gambler who has siphoned money from every high stakes game in Vegas. She made a name for herself, but she also made more than a few enemies in the gambling underworld. When she's invited to play the most underground card tournament of all, the Arcanos Mysterios, she realizes the stakes are higher than she ever possibly imagined. Imagine a clandestine poker tournament where magicians, demons, and demigods gamble using a set of mysterious tarot cards. These games, this is hilarious. Like Tommy Jeff's cracking himself. These games shape the fate of the world of many for good or ill. Basically, kind of exactly. I mean, like Arcana Royale kind of says it all. It is a mashup of like the tarot and a mashup of this is the cover, by the way. I think there are more covers as well. Other books before we get into like this book, which is our pick of the week. Before we get into it, Tommy Jeff's going to give us another dad joke, by the way, at some point before we end this podcast.
Soda biscuits.
Other book that came out this week from Image Comics. This is Moonshine Bigfoot. Sorry, fuck. This is Moonshine Bigfoot. I love, so Comics, Tunes, and Toys, Gil over there kind of knows what we do here. So he always like slips in the stuff that he's like, yeah, this is the weird kind of indie creator-owned books. This looks crazy. I like the smile on your face. Are you enjoying?
I was trying to read, somebody put a joke in the chat and I can't read it.
What do you get when you cross an elephant and a fish?
What?
Swimming trunks.
That's a good
God damn it.
I like that one. I actually like that. That's a good dad joke right there.
Then he's just like, no, man, just no.
Did you have a dad joke, did he? You have a dad
Do you
joke.
know my dad?
Yeah.
I have a million dad jokes.
It's true. Did
First
he?
of all, I'm like crying here. I like sweating from laughing.
Yeah.
Like I'm a mess right now. This is hilarious.
Drop
I'm
a
so
quick dad
sorry.
joke, did he?
I've but it's kind of a story one.
Oh, I kind of
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I'll do it fast.
okay.
Okay, so an American and a British person, an Irish person are all in a pub and they're all having a beer and a fly flies into each one of their drinks. And the British person picks it out of his drink and is like, "Oh, disgusting, get me a new one." And so then they get him a new pint. Then the American finds it in his and they pick it out and they like toss it on the ground. And they're like, "Ew, sick." But then they drink the beer. And then the Irish person picks the fly out and he goes, "Spit it out, you bastard."
I like that. That's good.
The Irish are really catching strays on tonight's episode.
What do you mean?
Shout out to Tony Kelly if he catches this one. Sorry, Tony.
What is Forrest Gump's password?
We are devolving.
What is Forrest Gump's password?
What?
One Forrest one.
Oh my God. Stop looking up dad joke.
I'm going to start looking up even
Enough.
more. I'm here for this.
Buzzard County, 1981. Moonshine Bigfoot spends his day making a living while outwitting clueless cops, reckless rivals, and buffoonish Bigfoot hunters. All is hunky-dory until he draws the attention of the Illuminati-esque cabal with his partner in life and crime, Amethyst. Our hairy hero is about to learn that some problems can't be handled by just jumping them in a what does it say? Jumping them in a souped up
Mach 1.
Oh,
Car.
yeah, a vehicle. Yeah, this is a miniseries premiere. Issue is 1 of 4 of Moonshine Bigfoot. Obviously, you guys can see that this looks crazy. This is from Mike Marlin, writer. This has a lot of. This is like the old school method of doing comics because there's pencils by Steve Ellis, and then co-writer and inker is Zach Howard. Colors by Nelson Daniel. Thomas Knox does letters and design, and then it's edited by Chris Ryle. And then there's a bunch of other people, but I do just usually mention the artist. I'm sure those other people have some sort of fingerprints on this book. Stay out of the artist's way. Youngbloods. Golden Apple just did a signing of Youngbloods by Rob Liefeld. I want to say this is an old, and I'm a little uneducated. And this is the ultimate collector's edition for this rescripted recolored, relettered, fully remastered historic first issue of Youngbloods #1. Basically ready to take your comic shop by storm. I want to say if you go to Golden Apple, they still have some signed copies. What's going on, Time? Have you
Bro, I gotta pee.
Oh my gosh, this
Have
guy.
you ever laughed that hard, not had a pee afterwards? Like, damn, and I've drank so much water.
What trips me out is that you laugh that hard at those jokes,
Dude, okay, a cheap joke.
They weren't funny.
Give me a cheap joke any day of the week.
I know he loves them.
Like,
You love them.
No worries. Go
yeah,
ahead.
no, I'm gonna go pee.
Go ahead. Jimmy Olsen's Super Cyclopedia by Gabe Soria. Funny story. I actually met Gabe in New Orleans at Crescent City Comics.
Hmm.
I was wearing a Golden Apple shirt, actually. And he was like, whoa. So this is a trade, but then this is also an available free issue that I found at my local comic shop, which is really dope. Not only that, Gabe was a really nice, like I said, fellow New Orleanian, and the book looks crazy dope, right? It is. I pulled it up
Let me
here.
see.
Jimmy Olsen's
yeah.
Super Encyclopedia. Hold on, I'm about to pull it up on that screen right there. Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, sometimes feels like he's overshadowed by his extremely strong, flying, day-saving, superheroic friend. Jimmy's only a kid after all, and is taking pictures and documenting the heroics of the Justice League. But is it really as cool as being one of the heroes? So Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, basically this is like kind of his take and perspective. There's a little bit of a reimagining. But the art from Sandy Jarrell kind of gives me like Darwin Cook. Also like Darwin Cook meets a little bit of dang it, what's the other artist's name? I don't know. Look, here, this is amazing.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was cutting to a shot of Diddy, but look at the artwork in this book, basically. And yeah, it's kind
Oh,
of
I
all
see what you're saying.
Darwin Cook, but who else does it kind of give me? Mike Allred. Sort of vibes. If you've ever seen Mike Allred stuff, kind of reminds me a little of Mike Allred meets Darwin Cook.
Yeah, I see it.
Very stylistic, kind of. Those are two great artists, by the way, in the comic book industry. Definitely look them up. But yeah, the book looks amazing.
Yeah.
And what's more, this was a free preview version of the trade, which looks like it is available to order now. $13. But you can get this free preview version, and I'm definitely gonna have to order one or find it at my local comic shop. Sorry, but or from DC Direct, who knows? But you can get this Jimmy Olsen's Super Cyclopedia at your local comic shop. It is just kind of like a cool alternate version of like a normal human's perspective of the superheroes around them.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I like it.
here's some other books that we kind of talked about on previous episodes that came out, as well as follow-ups.
Oh,
Go check out
number
those.
two.
Yeah, Martian Manhunter #2 from the Absolute Universe. This from the Abyss. This is kind of just a horror anthology comic. 3 different little stories. You don't need any prior context, insight to be able to kind of enjoy this. A story there by Jeremy Lambert. A story by Kurt Pyers. Writer Jeff Jensen does one called Feed the Right Wolf. I'm going to show y'all actually something that I saw about this one at the end, because there's a dope werewolf transformation in this one. That what's the show that had Bill Skarsgård in it? That was like
True Blood.
Eli Roth? No, that's
What'd you say?
the Eli Roth werewolf Netflix with the dude who plays Pennywise.
Oh, it's Hemlock Grove.
Hemlock Grove, right? Doesn't the werewolf pop out of the mouth there too?
Yeah, yeah.
This is cool. I like that
yeah.
about Hemlock Grove. The show kind of fell off for me,
It did fall off, but the first season's super good.
and because of that young Skarsgård brother.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Toho book. I don't know why it has this blank cover on it, but there's a new Godzilla in town, baby.
yeah.
This is a reprinting of actually some old Godzilla books.
Godzilla.
Yeah. So we did get a
Back,
reprinting
y'all.
from Toho. Tommy's just back in the bathroom. Did you think of any dad jokes? I don't want you. It's
No.
not fun if you're searching them online.
I'm not looking them up.
Yeah, you have to know them.
You have to know them.
Dude, I can't. You know this, like, at like having worked with me. It has to be like a spur of the moment. Like, I approach you out of nowhere with this shit.
Yeah, this has happened before. This is I do.
Quite a lot.
It is. Minor Arcana issue 6 came out. Is this the part sixth part? Is that it, or is this an ongoing?
No, it's ongoing.
It is. Okay. So Minor
Yeah.
Arcana issue 6 came out.
I got the tarot card variant, but I don't have the tarot card variant for number 5.
Um,
But I have them for the rest of them.
is this? This isn't a tarot card variant. No, they're all.
Nope.
Lilith issue 3 by Corinne Howell. I can't open this book, I think, because it may not be.
No, it's not
I
airable.
will. You guys will.
I love this series.
Yeah.
It's so good.
We have it.
Corinne did such an incredible
Yeah.
job with this.
I will be dropping that interview as soon as probably tomorrow.
Yeah, such incredible talent. Like
Mhm.
all
Truly.
of you need to go and buy Lilith.
Yeah, great human too. Definitely. The Mummy issue 2. Faith Aaron Hicks, Lee Lowridge. Love me some Lee Lowridge these days.
Would you get me a Bug Wars?
Bug Wars issue 3 it dropped. No, but there's plenty.
What's
I know
can
there's
get
plenty.
you one.
what's a cow's
can get you
favorite
guys
TV
one.
show?
I went like 1 minute before the comic book shop closed, so I just got this and I ran out because they were like closed.
They let you in.
Yeah, they like me,
Dang.
but they don't like me enough to let me browse
Yeah.
because I was like,
Bug Wars.
yeah,
Assorted Crisis Event issue 2 drops.
yeah,
So I did kind of enjoy Assorted Crisis Event enough. I was a little confused kind of by it, but it is a really dope book. The art in it is good, and you can probably find issue 1 out there. It is a very weird, fun book. Go watch our Assorted Crisis event book.
yeah.
And then I got this thing. I mean, look. So you're kind of far off here, but this is a Superman the movie, a collector's album of the most spectacular movie ever made. Stars, costumes, and set designs and special effects. So this came out, and they had it for $12. Once more, shout out to Comics, Tunes, and Toys. So I should be keeping an eye on chats, by the way. I don't know if I am over here. Should be over here as well. Okay, no. Yeah, this is basically funny story about this exact image. And you know what's crazy? I haven't looked at this at all. Like I hadn't turned this around, and I just had a flashback. I used to have my earliest childhood memory is this picture, exact picture
On your wall.
on my wall at the end of literally my crib.
What?
Yes.
That's funny.
It is funny. I don't know how, if like just my dad put it up there, or my mom, or I don't know. But this exact photo in a crib in Honduras. I remember this exact image. And this just legit ratatouilled me back to that shit.
Wow.
Holy shit. Like I kid you not. Like I just freaking had a moment.
Wow.
Anton egoed that shit. And now we're gonna open this because that just tripped me out. But
The opening.
yeah, look, I'm not gonna freaking keep this shit forever. Look, this is a giant size
Very big.
in honor to of the. I don't know, like okay, all right. There's no like, because
And that's
the-
Pablo right there.
Just and my dad, Marlon Brando. Yeah, there's because that's the one controversial thing is there's like a naked little boy at the beginning of that movie. Everybody's like, oh, weird, like the naked Nirvana baby. Yeah, this is just kind of, I guess, a dope magazine of when the movie came out. It was like a comic book shop or news shop thing. I'm sure that was promotional, and it's fantastic. And fuck, I'm so excited about James Gunn's Superman movie.
Yes.
And this is crazy, y'all. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is really crazy.
Like, look
It's
at
so
this.
cool though.
Like, this is really freaking cool. Have
They
you
were
guys-
like incepting you to like comic books.
I don't know, but it's also just like this iconic image of Christopher Reeves in this suit in front of the American flag. It's I don't know. It's awesome. Anyways, now that we got through that,
Emotional.
He is emotional.
no, I don't. This is wild seeing this.
Tripped you out.
It did trip me out. I did because I hadn't turned it around. That was like a live reaction. I hadn't turned the book around, as crazy as it is. I've been looking at it all day, just like this. And just now, as I flipped it, I was like,
Wait.
Holy
So
shit.
you went to the store, you bought this, and you not once flipped it around at the store either. You just picked it up and said, "Yes, buy this."
absolutely. Why would I?
I mean, like, I agree with
I
that
did not
thought,
question
but like,
this.
you
But
didn't
my
like
first
once,
thing
like,
every single time I buy anything, I'm always like, "Meh, meh."
No, I saw it. It was on the top
Yeah.
rack, and I was like,
Take-
$12. That's it.
Throw it in the pile.
Just throw it in the pile.
Yeah.
I mean, I support this, but like,
Without
also
question.
I would 100% like as I'm walking up, like, oh, let's turn it around.
Yeah.
No, man, I'm busy, dude. I
Busy,
got
too
shit
busy
to
for
do.
Yeah, you got shit to do, places to be.
I'm too
Yeah,
busy. For that.
you're an important human these
I
days.
didn't have time to be like. I just knew I saw it. I'm like, yeah, I'm buying that. I don't need to
I
turn this
support it.
around. Look at this, sold. It really was one of those buys.
Yeah.
Arcana Royale. Tommy Jeff, you read this book. Why should people read this comic? And tell us a little bit. Well,
Yo, okay.
should I
first of
recap
all,
it again one more time, or
You want me to recap it?
yeah, you want to recap it?
Yeah, let me read this. Dope. All right. Hudson Tremaine is a streetwise gambler who has siphoned money from every high-stakes game in Vegas. She's made a name for herself,
Mm.
but she's also made more than a few enemies in the gambling underworld. When she is invited to play in the most underground card tournaments of all, the Arcanos Mysterinos, she realizes the stakes are higher than she ever imagined possible. Imagine a clandestine poker tournament where magicians, demons, demigods, they all gamble using a set of mysterious tarot-like cards. These games shape the fate of the world, of many worlds, for good or ill. This game has always been played in secret, hidden from the prying eyes of mortals, until now. Hudson has always been willing to bet on herself, but playing for the fate of all of all humanity is something she never anticipated. Yo, okay.
Never
Hold on.
anticipated
No,
that. That was a
that's
long
really
synopsis. Why they give us so much? This is
They
a
really
four
did
issue,
give a
it's a
lot.
4-issue series, y'all. It's $4.99 from the creator of the Six Guns in Arrow County. They're calling it Sandman meets Rounders.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
Fuck, I just killed my
Yeah.
I don't know what just happened. Did I just unplug myself from here? No. Right here?
Well, while I don't, are we?
We have audio.
Yeah.
Hi,
Okay.
everybody.
So I'll continue. Anyways, so this
Hold on.
comic, first of all, a huge kudos to Cullen Bunn, because I definitely, over the last however X months of the 12 months that we've been doing this, I don't think I've ever really pointed out the draw that I
There we
get
go.
from the writer
There we go.
of these comics.
Yeah.
We're
It's usually the
back.
art that you say or something like that. But you
it's
really
the
like
art,
the writing.
it's something like that. Maybe it's like the off the cup like quiff that happens between like a very short dialogue moment.
Right.
But the entire time, I think I fell in love with Hudson.
She's a badass.
Like, I think I might be straight. Like, an amazing job of just like writing this like confident but
Mhm.
also like mysterious
Mhm.
human
Oh yeah.
who is not afraid.
Yeah.
And like the writing was phenomenal.
Yeah. The writing
Like,
is super good.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
It was incredible. Like it
I
drew
agree.
me in like instantly.
Yeah.
So that alone is why you should all be reading this comic.
Yeah.
The writing, the character, like you don't really explore a lot of her life.
Mm-mm.
You
Yeah.
learn a very small amount of her,
Yeah.
but it's all enticing.
Yeah,
And
it
it's
is.
like,
Yeah.
holy cow. I
It
love
is.
it.
Like, yeah, you want to know more. It's very mysterious. The whole thing.
Enticing is kind of the perfect descriptor for it. It
Mhm.
really is like the book from the get-go, your first bit of dialogue, a combination of the art, the way that it's all kind of like laid out. It is an easy read too, but yeah, Cullen Bunn's words. I mean, obviously the art is amazing
Yeah,
and that accompanies as well.
I love
because
the art.
it's the beauty of the medium and colors, letters,
And
all
the
those different
colors.
things. They definitely do come in there. But yeah, I think you're right. Enticing.
Yeah.
Like look how it like opens up too with like the close up in the eyes.
Mhm.
The smoky
The
kind
smirk.
of room, the cigarette, the smirk, like the little kind of tight shots of just painting that broader picture for you is pretty amazing. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like the art, the coloring, all of it, I loved it. It was great.
Yeah.
We all know my obsession with another comic And I'll compare
Somna.
that a little later.
Somna.
A little Somna vibe.
No, not Somna.
Oh, Exorcist.
Exorcism
Yeah,
of
Pen,
1900.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hannah Rose May and Sarah Del Rey. Oh, man.
You're getting a vibe like that?
Well, what
Tell
would
me.
you guys think about it?
Yeah, dude.
We'll revisit
No,
that.
no.
We'll revisit my thought process in a moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, now I want to know.
Yeah, we'll get there.
just the writing
Oh.
style you're saying, like, is that what you're
No,
oh okay,
it's
like,
gonna be more
the
relevant.
ending,
Yeah, it's
the
gonna be
ending.
more
the
relevant to like the actual like
ending.
ending and everything. Yeah,
yeah, it's fine. I don't
All
well,
right.
like look the book I don't know. I'm sorry, did anyone cut you off if you got something?
How dare you cut her off?
No, I wasn't even speaking.
Okay, I don't know. I don't want to I love the opening of this book where the opening dialogue talking about like the most mediocre of deaths or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's let's just read it really quick. I knew this guy, nice guy, but I can't remember his name. Oh well. He crawls out of bed one day, stumbles into the kitchen, plugs in the coffee maker, zap, gets electrocuted. Faulty wiring or something. The acceptable bullshit of an average everyday death. Right? Like a bad bet.
Mhm.
I love that that line.
It's immediately interesting.
It's immediately interesting, right?
Yeah.
The acceptable bullshit of an average everyday death. Honestly, like a lot of addicts or a lot of people who are very into gambling specifically talk about
Like life.
the
in general.
mediocrity of life.
Mhm.
And they do that like in The Sopranos, like Chrissy's character at some point talks about, he's like, I don't know, Tony's like, I can't handle the regularness of life and shit.
Mhm.
And you know, his character ends up, he's a heroin addict or whatever it may be, but that's a pretty common thing of people who have addictions. And as you kind of like quickly learn, this person has a bit of a gambling addiction.
Yeah.
In a way, or just
And just
addiction to the
very in that
rush.
world all the time.
And very in that world all the time. Yeah. And
So you start seeing everything through that lens,
I
like a bad bet.
that yeah, exactly right. And that's why I love the wording too of like,
Yeah.
this is enticing automatically of like, I'm into this character because of their like, I know they're going to be a bit of a flawed character, but they also have sort of a devil may care
Mhm.
attitude to things that obviously we, the average people, oftentimes we wish we had.
Mhm.
But
Well, yeah, she
in real
literally
life, it's
says
a
in it,
negative
like-
trait though, right?
Yeah, she literally says in it like, "Hey, if you want me to play this game, I got to play it like I don't give a shit."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that dude, that
She does.
that
Such a cool
attitude and that
line, yeah.
mentality, I'm here for it.
Yeah. It's badass. It's badass. And that's what you're talking about, the character too.
Because
Yeah.
like, yeah, I mean, like they're coming to her for this, and she's
Mhm.
just like, I didn't seek this out. You want me to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care what's on the line for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little heisty. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
I guess Rounders is kind of like that.
Yeah, I get the Rounders. Yeah, for sure.
You get that
But
vibe.
with the like mystical and like demons, demigods, stuff like that
I love
going
that.
on too of Sandman.
Yeah. Why would you recommend people read this book, Diddy? That's
For
not-
everything we said, like the story, the art, the colors are incredible.
The little squashed man.
That's my favorite part.
But she squashes the little guy.
No, like I don't like when she does it, but it's my favorite part when he comes out, and it elicited a lot of emotion from me because I don't know, we were here.
Yeah, because you swerved and not hit a skunk.
No, I literally was reading it, and he walks out, and he's like, he's making all these noises. It's
Yeah,
quite
no.
difficult for him to get around because he's such a little guy, and he's literally going, and he comes out, and he has a little invitation for her, and she picks it up, and I went, oh, and then she goes, crushes him, and then goes, thanks, and I went, oh, he's just a little guy. He's like a
Dude,
little like
I
freaking.
I
What
loved
was
this.
he?
I love that so much because like it just like is who she is, and
He's
like
like a scary little fucking guy.
he's
He crawls
absolutely
out of the
ridiculous looking.
suitcase.
Yeah,
You know who he
He
reminds
crawls
me
out
of?
of the suitcase. The Ood from Doctor Who.
He reminds me of Babu Frick, who was like my favorite character in the new Star Wars movie. You know what I'm talking about? I am Babu Frick. That's what he reminds me of.
But he's really little.
Yeah, he's just a little.
And he's holding up the invitation, like with his whole might, holding it up. And she just takes it and smashes it. It's such a good part.
It's pretty ruthless.
You're like, oh, damn.
but it's so like in character for for her.
Well, like, yeah.
The character is weird. I mean, not weird, but like I said, I mean, is that an unlikable thing? Are you?
Yeah.
Like,
well, because I don't know. He
got
must be
problems.
like a little demon guy.
yeah,
But it's like he just gave you the invitation to the game.
yeah.
Don't you think that somebody's going to be upset? Maybe no one's upset that that little guy got killed because maybe they're just like little minions, and so she knows something we don't know about this world.
That's just purpose.
Just to deliver the letter and die.
But I don't know. I don't know if that's the case because then she stares at herself in a shattered mirror, which means that you just killed a living creature.
I know. So I didn't think that was part of her character, but then I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it is. She is a badass, but is it badass to kill a little guy?
I mean, we know already that there's demigods, there's demons, there's like
so he's
all
like a
these
little
things,
lackey.
like what? But like, what side? And like, none of these people even seem good.
No.
So like, if you're delivering the messenger person for somebody who's not good, and he was probably going to die when he got back anyways.
Yeah, that's why I think that they're all just like they're just little like
expendable
guys that they'll send out and be like, deliver this message.
Yeah, and if they get ran over by a car, they get ran over by a car. If they get stomped on, they get stomped on.
Yeah,
it's part of their gimmick.
But like, it's just so good.
Yeah,
like because like it's like the dialogue of like him just like trying to get out of the briefcase, like is so good.
Also,
it just brings you into the world.
So much more.
Yeah.
Can I also stated that she's drinking this? I want to say this is blue curacao, which is just a liquor mix that makes shit blue. But she is drinking like just, which I don't know if is that meant to show like she'll get drunk on whatever.
And there's a worm in it.
I don't understand it. So maybe I'm missing something on that. Is there some sort of booze? I'm not.
Curacao.
Yeah, that's the blue stuff, right? That's the stuff that makes things blue. And like stupid fishbowl drinks.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like that. So this almost looks like, but it's spelt like that.
What is curacao? Yeah, right. It's a blue drink.
But with her drinking it like a worm with the salt on the rim, it's like, is it supposed to be tequila? But it's blue, and it's spelt like that.
It's just it's an actual liqueur.
Yeah,
it's a liqueur. But who takes shots of liqueur? I guess people take shots of like
people who are desperate to drink.
There you go.
People who are just trying to get drunk as soon as possible with whatever they can get.
I didn't realize that it was orange flavored.
Yeah, it's an orange liqueur.
Is it? Yeah, it's blue as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. But yeah, it's normally in like weird fishbowl drinks. But yeah, poor little guy gets squashed. That's the point. That's the point of this. I don't know if anybody can shed the light on the blue curacao. I don't know. And especially why is there a little worm in it? Who knows? But she then just does go on to squash that little guy. All jacked up.
Maybe it's already. Maybe she like pre-mixed it. We don't know. She's probably pre-mixed it.
The book is dope. It is very supernatural. The artwork is really beautiful. Colin Bunn's words work so well with the art and help keep a really great pace. The book felt a lot shorter and quickly moved up. And then she does get beat up by a sock monkey. And I think TJ is like,
well, then she plays the game.
Yeah, she does play the game. She wins or she doesn't play the game seriously. There's stuff I realized I don't think I could show.
No,
that ends up getting showed on here.
We can show the sock monkey.
She wins,
the shit out of
and the sock monkky.
Well, they all gang up.
The sock monkey is like prominent, just like
yeah, that's an insult to injury right there.
And they all beat her up, and she's like, "You can have the money," and then they're like, "You think this is about money?"
Yeah. And then they proceed to invite her back.
Do they?
I don't know.
No,
they just left her on the ground.
They do just kind of leave her on the ground there at the end. But I guess issue 2 is on sale June 4th. Once more, are we pulling this? Why should people read it? Are we pulling this? Are we waiting?
I definitely want to read the next issue. I'm pulling it.
Yeah. Simon Jeff?
I'd pull it. Yeah. So what I was I'd pull it. I think this potentially tops The Exorcism of 1600.
Okay, that's what you're.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think this is like my new favorite out of all of them. Like, it is genuinely. Samna's not even up. Well, Samna's just like Samna's Samna. You can't rank this. You need what is it? Like that's just smut.
It's good smut.
It is good smut, but that's smut.
I still haven't read it yet.
Read it.
Oh, you haven't read
I
it?
haven't read it.
I stressed.
You gave it to Johnny Jeff. And
I stressed about getting that back. That I think I like was like carrying it around with me everywhere I went.
But did you bring it back?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Pablo's got it back. But yeah, no, I would absolutely pull this. This tops Exorcism at 1600 pen.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
They throws it. Yeah, because Tommy Jeff is also not like a regular comic book reader. Like me and Diddy were going into comic shop, but that's what I like too with your perspective as well. Like so look, Tommy Jeff's on board. Some big words. You can tell
yeah, it's high praise.
Man's only seen 2 movies within the last like he didn't have time for this shit. But yeah, no, that is high praise.
It's a pull. It's a pull for sure. I enjoyed it. The writing was amazing. The art, the coloring, all of it was great.
Yeah.
I really liked all the different like borderings, like border styles that they did.
Yeah.
Like there's a couple of they had a couple of like oval panels just like overlaying a couple of areas. Kind of like referencing the game and everything, but also like showcasing other things happening. It was just so well done.
Yeah.
100% is a poll.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Look, the bottom's cut off. That's great. That just works out. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Into the chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Yeah,
like a huge shout out to everyone that like made this. Cullen Bunn on the writing, AC Zamudio for the artist, Bill Crabtree for the colorist, Josh Reed for the letterer, and then AC Zamudio again for the cover artist. Like absolutely incredible.
Yeah. Once more, if you do like gothic, supernatural, cultish, black cultish sort of, if your things in the vein of Sandman, I guess a little of the witch, I guess you can get, I don't know. You like gothic horror? No, you're like, Diddy's like, no. I'm just thinking of Black Phillip. That's it. So I just have the goat in my mind. And you like Rounders and Ocean's 11 and
like a gambling.
What's the other one? I'm thinking of Now You See Me, but that's kind of just takes place because they're magicians.
Oh yeah, it's like a magician.
Whatever, same vibe, y'all. Yeah, it's good. Read the book. I'm pulling into my pull list, especially because it's such a low print run book. I think because it was kind of hard to find, but you can find Arcana Royale at your local comic shop. Give it a read. Let us know what you think. That's it, guys.
That's it.
We're done, y'all. Yeah. Diddy, where can we find you on social media? I think we have you up here somewhere.
Yeah, right here at the Deeper Issues Nerdcast and live.julian
there we go.
On Instagram and TikTok and all those things.
Tommy,
mostly here.
Mostly here. Yeah, she's an exclusive. Tommy Jeff.
Oh man. It's so weird plugging yourself.
Plug yourself, baby.
I don't understand this still.
Obviously,
you can find me here at the Deeper Issues Nerdcast. Pretty exclusive here. And then
he's also an exclusive.
I have an Instagram because of this podcast.
Yeah,
so that is at the Tommy Jeff.
Got him.
Yeah, pretty great.
Got him.
Wait, where can we find you, Poppy?
You can find me here at the Deeper Issues Nerdcast, y'all. Until next time, be kind, broad mind, all of your
fantasies of God.